broadcast, a John Fine production on Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge and on the internet at johnfineproductions.com. With Yellow Jackets commentator Mitch Covington and producer John Fine. Now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening and welcome to Yellow Jackets football on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Tonight, the Yellow Jackets hit the road for the final time this season and the regular season finale as they will go to Walker to take on parish rival Walker Wildcats from Wildcats Stadium. I'm Josh Ward. Great to have you with us for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977 at Sporting Center. They have everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms, so go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff over at Sporting Center. That is 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. Last week, Yellow Jackets on the road at Dutchtown would fall 38-7 to the Dutchtown Griffins, as Dutchtown would kind of flex their muscles late in that game. And the Yellow Jackets, as we always see, continues to fight hard all the way to the end, but would come up short. That puts Yellow Jackets at 3-6 on the season overall and 0-4 in district play. Tonight, Yellow Jackets with a chance to come in and wrap up their season here on the road at Walker, again against parish rival Walker Wildcats, who's having quite a season themselves, kind of flipped the script from what they had last year. Denham Springs and Walker finding themselves in opposite positions this year. Yellow Jackets will be kind of putting some things here together, kind of rolling out all the stops here as they will, again, be playing their regular season finale as the playoffs with that loss last week look to be completely out of reach for the Yellow Jackets. But no doubt Coach Beard and his squad ready to get this one underway here from Wildcat Stadium. We got a lot coming up before kickoff. It's coming up right about 7 o'clock. It will be John Fine. We'll be joined by Mitch Covington, and they will kind of get you caught up on some things. Mitch has been kind of the fill-in all year, and this is the first time he's having to fill in. We were supposed to have Denham Springs legend Coach Wax join us, but with the conditions here that we have tonight, just unable to make it. But we look forward to having Coach Wax again in the near future. That'll be followed by my weekly interview with Coach Brett Beard as we wrap up our last interview of the season. Sad to see that happening. And then Mitch will join me back again, and we'll get you ready for kickoff here from Wildcat Stadium. It's the Wildcats and the Yellow Jackets from Walker. We are back after this on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. Perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Spring.
Demco wants to give you the knowledge to get power smart. Simple tips help you conserve energy and save money. Sealing air leaks around windows and doors, good start. Smart thermostats and improved insulation are great ways to make a bigger difference. There are many more ways to save energy and money. So when you're ready to make a big power move, download our free do-it-yourself energy audit checklist at demco.org.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late for the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 23 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub. If you're saving for retirement approaching the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisor Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, makes sense of investing, member SIPC.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by You Safe and Lock, David Azar Show Insurance Company, La Casa Casino, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Sport Clips, Buddy's Barbecue, and Floyd's Tattoo. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm up. Yellow Jackets and the Wildcats Week 10 regular season finale here from Wildcat Stadium. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Mitch, last week obviously a tough one on the road at Dutchtown, 38-7. Yellow Jackets lose. That basically eliminated the Yellow Jackets from playoff contention. After the season they had last year, no doubt some disappointment, but you see just kind of how much youth can play into a team. You saw how much firepower Denham Springs lost last year from that team and kind of going through some growing pains this year, but looking to build towards the future.
Certainly looking to build toward the future. Like you said, we lost a ton of players from last year on offense. We really only had, one player that was working back a little bit. Seth Bishop had played last year as a tight end spot, and then he was the only one back on offense with any experience with the first unit last season. Defensively, we did return a few guys, and they played pretty well on that defensive side of the ball, but just hasn't been good enough to translate into W's for the Jackets. But tonight's going to be an example of what we hope to build toward to get to next year. Walker struggled a lot last year, but had a lot of guys that were young that were playing, and then they flip around this year with a lot more experienced ball club, and here they are sitting at 7-2 playing for a district championship tonight. And I know that's what the Jackets are hoping, that the youth and inexperience that we had this year, that we took our lumps and took our beatings, that hopefully that translates into better success next season.
Well, in talking to Coach Beard earlier in the week, I asked him, how hard is it to get a team motivated to go play a game like this when you know you have nothing on the line for it? Some people could say it's a meaningless game. Well, you can't tell that to any of these players or coaches who put all this time and effort into it. I mean, you think about to the summer workouts, the 7-on-7s when it's 110 degrees out there off that turf, all those things that go into it, and the time away that these coaches have from their families. I mean, you know how that is as a middle school coach yourself. But all that stuff, to say like it doesn't mean anything just isn't true, especially when it's your next door neighbor, the Walker Wildcats.
Well, it helps to be in a rivalry game like this with Walker. There's a school that's right down the road that these guys have played against, many of them from like Slifa in the little bitty football when they were 8, 9, 10 years old, played against the Walker teams, and then in junior high they played against these teams and play against them every year in freshman and JV ball, and then now your varsity seasons in football. A lot of seniors out there playing their last time tonight for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Many of those guys playing their last time ever, and so that's something to keep you motivated. That's reason enough just to get out of bed and get to practice and make sure you're ready. Look, we want to go out as winners. We want to make sure that we finish with this on top. As you mentioned, all the hard work going back to the years of when you came in as a freshman football player, your summer workouts, your spring football, how hot this has been this season, not just in spring or summer, but just the regular season was so hot in the practices. You don't want to lay down and just give up on your last game. They're going to make sure they come out and they're going to compete hard, and I know they want to, like I said, finish the season with a win and go out on a big note.
Obviously, we saw Jerry Horn go the distance for the Yellow Jackets last week. The week before that, it had been Horn and Goldman. Goldman had gotten the start 2 weeks before that, and then it was all Horn after that. I'd be curious to see how the Yellow Jackets go tonight. I'll just go ahead and tell you, I didn't even bring it up with Coach Beard this week because I said, you know what, it's the last game of the season. He's probably tired of me asking that question each week. So you know what, we're just going to roll out there and see who goes out there first. But would imagine that with two younger guys, the experience that they're going to bring back next year is going to be huge.
Exactly, and that's a question that's been asked a lot this season. Ever since Jerry Horn got hurt in the first half of the first game, he kind of entered the season as the incumbent, I guess you would say. He wasn't the returning starter from last year, but he split a lot of time with Reese Mooney last season. He has he started 2 playoff games as a freshman, which that's almost unheard of to have a freshman quarterback in the 5A playoffs, and so it was kind of his job to take over the team. Then he gets hurt early on in the season, and so we went through a couple of guys. Carson Burrell, a senior quarterback, got some looks early in the year. Then John Goldman really kind of took over the role and did a good job. As Horn came back, played pretty well at times, but also was a little bit rusty, and so they kind of liked what they saw with Goldman and went with him for a little while. So it was a question every week, what we're going to see, what's going to work out, and then really over the last week, as you said, they went with Jerry for the majority of the game, pretty much all the game. They kind of went with Jerry, kind of wrote it out. Offensively, we just haven't scored a lot of points, but Coach Beard knows that. He admits that. He talks about it, but also Coach Beard points out it's not just a quarterback issue. There's 11 guys out there on the offensive side of the football, and it's a lot of moving pieces to the puzzle, and it's not maybe just the quarterback is the issue. And so, they're going to work to try and find ways to get some points on the board early here, maybe a few little special wrinkles or something like that to try and get something on the board and get some energy going early on.
Well, Mitch, we've all been in this situation where it's your last game that you're going out, you're trying to finish it out the right way. Nothing would make this team, this community, everyone involved in this happier to come in here and beat Walker and send them maybe a little lower into the playoffs, who knows. But again, you talk about that rival that is there and how familiar they are. I mean, it's just like with Live Oak. I mean, they're so close to each other. All the families are intertwined. They know each other. They see each other around town, and it just makes it special. But what I've been looking at this week a lot is just how big this district is. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but I mean, you got 3 teams in this district in the top 10 of the power ratings going into tonight.
You're talking about just how good the teams have been this year in this district. This Ascension Parish and Livingston Parish kind of combined district. I think it's really been a big plus the last 2 years. It's been very exciting with the teams, Santa Maria, East Ascension, and those were teams that we played against in district when I was in high school. We had a real big district, about 8 teams in the district, and we played against them. But it's been a long time since we were district opponents, Denham Springs High School, with those guys. And of course, Dutchtown hadn't been around, but for about 16 years or so now. They've never been in the same district, so that's really worked out well with us and Walker and Live Oak. And man, it's been some good football because there's some good teams in the district this year. Walker, like I said, kind of was a surprise team, but they're top 5, I think, right now in the power ratings. And then you have Santa Maria and Dutchtown, who are also in the top 10 as well. So a lot better football than people around the state would have known for this district. They wouldn't have known it would have been this strong, but the teams really turned out being top notch this season.
They have. We will take a timeout. When we come back, you are going to have to pull extra duty tonight. You're stepping in for the legend, the gentleman of all gentlemen, Coach Butch Wax.
I'm missing. Those are really big shoes.
That's the place.
But I'm disappointed. I'm missing my snack break. This is the only one I go get my snacks right here. Give me a little Snickers and some Coke Zero or something.
I got some candy in my bag.
Fill in for Coach Wax. No one's ever going to say I'm doing that. But just here, maybe for a little interview, maybe we can try to get that done.
All right, so we will take that timeout. When we come back, John will join Mitch here. It is Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Back after this.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Pony Up Restorations, Shea Landry Closing Attorney Milestone Title, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, Adams Smoke Shop, Brian Ross, owner OK Computers and Auto Sales, and Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It is Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. My name is John Fine, as it's Denham and Walker. The kickoff at or about 7 o'clock. And right now we're joined by the color commentator for Denham Springs football, as if he doesn't get enough exposure as it is. From Josh Ward to John Fine, that's going from the proverbial frying pan to the fire. Mitch, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing all right, John. I'm doing all right.
Thank you for coming and filling in for Coach Wax. So look forward to having Butch on next year. And Mitch, let me ask the first question that I was going to ask Coach Wax. What makes Denham Springs High School and Denham Springs football so special to you?
That's a real good question, John. Look, it's just something that I think I've just always grown up with. I can remember as a elementary school kid, and that my parents had season tickets, and even though we didn't have any family members that went to Denham Springs High School at the time. My parents were both from Mississippi, but I was born here in Denham Springs. My dad worked out here in Baton Rouge, and so a little bit before I was born, they moved here to Denham Springs, and they just got involved with the local community. And my parents love sports and love being around ball games. And we went to church with Coach Wax and a lot of the people that taught at Denham Springs High School and things like that. And so my parents had season tickets since I was about 5-6 years old and was at all the games. And every Friday night in the fall, that's what we did. Road games, home games. We were always there. I love going to the playoff games. I remember all those teams in the 80s. And then, of course, as you go through junior high, I started getting to play in the high school myself. And, just had a great time doing it. And then now after college, I got into teaching and coaching. And this is my 25th year. So 25th year teaching and coaching. I spent a lot of that time now in other schools in the Baton Rouge area. So I wasn't always at Denham Springs. But I can tell you right now, on Friday nights, you watch Sportsline when you get back after your games back in the early 2000s and all. You didn't have a lot of social media. You didn't know who was winning the games elsewhere. You waited till 10:30 when Steve Schneider and Jacques Doucette on Sportsline 9 would let you know the scores. It was always looking at what Denham Springs do. That was always the first score other than, our own team, which, of course, we knew the result of that. Want to see how they were doing. So it's just, being a part of it. Then, of course, I was able to come back. Drew Nettles called me back home in about the fall of 2010, and came back coaching at Denham Springs High School. And it was a great time being back home and just working with teachers that had actually taught me. So when I was teaching at Denham Springs High School, there were some teachers that taught me in school that I worked with, and so now we were partners. And so that was a lot of fun. And then just being around it, and now at Denham Springs Junior High, being able to be a part of this broadcast, watch Denham Springs play every Friday night, and just talk about it. I enjoy doing it. It's a great time.
At what point growing up, Mitch, did you say, hey, this Denham Springs football or this Denham Springs baseball, it's pretty cool. You know what? I want to be a future jacket athlete.
I think that's, just going to the games on Friday nights, that's what you would think. But I can specifically, I guess, remember, 1986 when, Ben McDonald and Glenn Glass and Scotty Fontenot and those guys, they won a state championship in baseball. The state championship game was at North Park. I was there at North Park when they won. And, fun little story, when they were interviewing Glenn Glass and he made it onto the news later that night, and I had it recorded home. You used to always watch it. I was standing right behind Glenn Glass, and so I was right there in the camera shot, nice and easy to see. So 9-year-old me was standing right behind Glenn Glass on TV when they won the state title. And so that was something that I always looked forward to doing, and that was something we hoped that would have the chance and opportunity to do that as a high school player myself. And although the football teams, we didn't have the most success when I was on the field actually playing, but in baseball, we did get to the state championship game. The state championship game was at North Park that year. It bounced around a lot, and we were fortunate that season. It was at North Park, and we played Santa Maula in the championship game that season. We lost 3-0 in that game, but that's something, of course, I always remember, the quarterfinals and the semifinals and the championship game at North Park that Friday, Saturday morning, Saturday night. That was quite a ride.
Let's talk about Brett Beard, the athletic director and head football coach at Denham Springs High School. It has to be eating at him that the Jackets have had such a tough schedule and such a tough season this year. He's a winner. He's always been a winner. It's a matter of time before Denham will be winning on the football field as well. but you've been at times part of a team that's under 500. What's he going through as a coach?
It's a tough spot, and I've known Coach Beard since I was coaching at Denham, and he was coaching at Woodlawn High School, and we played against them in the regular season. We played against them in the playoffs, and our coaching staffs became friends. Drew Nettles and Brett Beard are good friends, and by proxy, we all kind of met with each other and sometimes would hang out, play golf with Coach Beard sometimes out at Greystone, and have a good time doing that. But yeah, you're right. A lot of those seasons, you get to the playoffs and everything's a big excitement, and you want your goals get to the state championship game. Sometimes it doesn't quite end up that way. There's a couple of seasons that we were coaching that you knew this last game of the regular season was the last one. You weren't going to make the playoffs. And sometimes it's a little bit of a stress reliever, actually. The players come in a little bit more relaxed and not as tensed up. You use that last week of practice, and sometimes you lighten it up, have a little bit more fun. Maybe you throw in an extra play or two or somebody to get a little bit more excited, kind of just have something to look forward to on Friday night. And so that's a little tweaks that you can do, but the players seem to play a little bit looser. You know what's ahead, that this is the last one. Going to leave it all out there, nothing left to go with it. But I know Coach Beard, everywhere he's been, whether it's at Woodlawn and whether it was at Live Oak High School, coached against him, of course, when he's at Live Oak High School, and then here at Denham, he's done a great job coaching. He hires great coaches. He's got good people that works on his staff. They're going to get it straight, and this season just was a bump in the road. Last season was so great. We all were so thankful for the job that they did last season. Well, those guys are still working just as hard this year. They didn't take the year off. They're working just as hard. The results didn't show on the field, but I know that they're going to put it out there one more good time tonight and give it the best effort.
Mitch, when you have a winning season, when you have the spectacular victory over Benton, go to the third round of the playoffs, brand new stadium that you move into, it's easy to be behind the Jackets at that point. But this is probably the year when Coach Beard really needs the support. He doesn't need people to abandon ship. It's easy to root for Denham last year. This year, it really is important that Jacket supporters still keep the faith.
It is, and that's one reason he came to Denham Springs. Though he has admitted that, he said it out front that a lot of people ask, why did you leave Live Oak to come to Denham Springs High School? Similar schools, the same district but similar schools. But he flat out would say, just the community support and the fan support, not just with the community but the students and everyone involved in Denham Springs High School. He could see that from the outside. When he was at Woodlawn, he saw it at Denham Springs High School. When he was at Live Oak, he would see it at the games at Denham Springs High School, and he knew, win or lose, there was still a big crowd there. There was a lot of students that were showing up, and the community really got behind Denham Springs High School athletics, and he wanted to be a part of that. He knows that long term you can build great things with a community like that, and they really have. And if you look at where the program was when he took over his first season, that was a 1-8 season. That was a COVID year. It was awkward and playing games. You would lose an opponent on a Monday, and by Tuesday, hey, we're going to play this team because they lost an opponent because of COVID stuff. So it was a weird season, but they were 1-8 that first year, and then of course made the playoffs the second year and won the first round playoff game, almost beat Washington the second round at home, and then of course last year was a district champion, got to the quarterfinals for the first time since 1985. And so even though this year, like I said, a downward arc with this season, we've talked about it in the last segment, Josh and I did, a lot of young guys, a lot of guys will be back next year, and I know the program as a whole has done nothing but improved and gotten better since Coach Beard has gotten here.
Talk about from a baseball vantage point. We have Coach Hop coming on Small Sliders halftime report, and how important is it to him and his program to have an athletic director like Coach Beard, who is not only fully vested in or invested into the Jackets football program, but I mean, he's as big a supporter of the baseball team and other sports as he is with the football team.
He certainly is, and you don't always get that. A lot of times you have a head football coach who gets named AD kind of, on paper, and they get the extra money and the extra stipend that comes with it, but they don't put a lot of work into it. That is a real-life aspect at some places. That's not Coach Beard. He is very supportive of all the sports. He works with all the coaches. He's very, when I say involved, like he's there to support the coaches. He meets with them. He says, hey, what can we do to help you out? Are there any areas that we can help your program in? Can we try to raise some money within the community to try and get some things done? As we talked about the great facilities for the football stadium, that we've seen, and we were at, last year with Walker, our first game we got in there, and then we've seen them this year, how beautiful they are. It wasn't just a football stadium. Coach Beard was also making sure there was a new softball stadium that was put in, a new baseball stadium that was put in, and so I know he wants to be good in all sports. He knows that you don't build a great athletic program, through all the sports just by trying to be good at football. You need to be good at all the sports. You want a lot of kids that are good football players and baseball players that want to play in both your programs, and so that's what you want to attract students that want to play for you. You don't want to just be focused on one sport as it is. As athletic director, Coach Beard is very involved, and he wants all the teams to succeed, and that's a great thing.
Now, Nick Saban certainly brought this to light when he was here at LSU, in Baton Rouge, I should say, at LSU, and that is after the Tigers won the 2003 national championship. At 2004, he said, we're not defending a championship. All these players weren't here. It was a different team, a different situation. He didn't want his team to get caught up in the glory and everyone patting themselves on the back for winning the national championship the prior season. Well, is the opposite true, that when you're looking at coming off of a tough season like this, you sort of want the players to not dwell on it, but to use that as incentive, motivation to get back on the football field and to sort of avenge what happened the prior year?
I believe that's correct. There's definitely some aspect that as coaches, you know that when you had a great season, as you build into that off season, that's the next step for these players and these coaches, where they're going to start working with the off season. Pretty much, they might take a small week break here coming up, but as soon as Thanksgiving break is over, these guys are getting ready on next season. They're going to be getting after it. And when you have a great season, you say, guys, this is what we did well last year. You want to keep succeeding, you got to do it just like this team did last year, and this is how it was done. It's how we do it here at Denham Springs High School, and we're going to keep making those improvements. However, this season didn't go as well, and sometimes that is also used as motivation to guys. Remember, maybe last year, maybe there were some areas that we weren't as we weren't on top of things as we need to. As coaching staff, are going to try and get back on track with this. Players, hey, we got to work a little bit harder, whether the weight room or with all-season workouts, whatever it's going to be. Because we want to make sure we don't have a season like last year. We got to do better than we did last year. We got to work harder this off-season. So that's always the motivation that coaches are going to try and use. That's to try and get the guys ready to go. These players know a lot of these young guys are playing here on Friday nights, and the ones that haven't played on Friday nights have been right here watching it and practice every day, and they know what areas the coach are going to get them straight, that we got to do better in these areas, and they're going to keep working on that, really, like I said, starting as soon as Thanksgiving ends.
Mitch, how about sticking around for the rest of the broadcast? You okay with that?
I think we might do that. We got us one more good game, Denham and Walker tonight, a nice season-ending game for the Jackets, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Mitch. Appreciate it. Mitch will be back with Josh Ward a little bit later on in Sporting Center Jackets warm-up. Coming up next, it is Josh Ward and Coach Brett Beard in a pre-taped interview. When we return, a brief plug for our radio station. Family Radio 91.9 FM is celebrating their 15th year. I think we've been on the air for 5 or 6 of those years, but you're not going to find a better quality person than Duilio Canosa and his right-hand man, Lamine Figueroa. They just do a wonderful job. It's our privilege to be affiliated with them. And I know I'm going to be attending, probably just for 15 minutes, because it starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and there's something I got to do at 6:45. But if anyone wants to go out there, it's at Victory Harvest Church, starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow, a celebration of Family Radio, Radio Amor. Its 15th year on the airwaves, and certainly they have enriched our lives and Denham Springs football fans' lives by doing what they do. Coming up next, again, it's Josh with Coach Beard when we return. Denham Springs Walker will be back after this pause on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up on Denham Springs football.
For all your forced carpet, we offer from Fairview right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican Restaurant. Local and Happy Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all great at Maria's. So be local and don't be loco by eating at Denham Springs High School graduate David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant, Florida Boulevard, 1/2 mile east of James Drug Store.
Your local authorized Steel Outdoor Power Equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service. Corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Count on it at Smith Accounting Services. Randy Smith and his staff have decades of accounting experience, with Randy along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff. Smith Accounting Services can handle all of your accounting needs: personal taxes, computerized payroll services, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Yellow Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Densfree, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, the Law Office of Ivy L. Graham, and Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Yellow Jackets regular season finale at Walker, taking on the Wildcats. I'm Josh Ward, and we are joined now by head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Coach Brett Beard. Last week, Yellow Jackets will be runner-up to Dutchtown by a score of 38-7. Coach, Dutchtown, very good team, playing very good football right now. A tough night for the Yellow Jackets, but I know the guys that you put out on that field give it their all to the very end.
Yeah, I couldn't be more proud of the kids. They do play hard. They give us everything. And, even through our struggles this year, which we knew, we're going to be realistic, losing as many as we had. We just believe in the way we worked, the way we prepared, we can beat anybody any Friday night. It was no different going to Dutchtown. I thought Dutchtown they played a great game. I think they're a great football team. And they gave us fits and they got after us. But our kids played hard. They played physical. And, I couldn't be more proud to be their head coach and more proud of these seniors. And, we're gonna try to go to Walker and take the fight to them and get this thing going.
One thing we talked about last week during the game, we're seeing different names out here on this field, and I know that Coach Beard, the guys that you put out there are the ones that are putting that effort in and week out to earn that right to be out there on Friday night.
Yeah, I think sometimes in athletics we lose the sight of the opportunity and the earned opportunity. These kids are earning opportunity to play Friday night football for Denham Springs under these lights. And it's a big deal, and it's got to be made a big deal. You can't lose the luster of what we have in this program, in this 5A program that we've built. And when you have the opportunity to go play, you take advantage of it, and it's got to mean something to you, which is, I think, why we get the most out of our kids.
Obviously, there was a scary moment towards the end of the game last week. Brian Hawkins goes down. A lot of people to think on that one. I know that Dutchtown staff was right there, and then Coach Bork and his staff's over there. Well, I know everyone is wanting to know, how is Brian Hawkins doing?
Yeah, he's good. We were able to go see him in the ER that night, and he was able to move his arms, legs, talk, and no issues with his spine, no issues with the brain, no issues with anything. I mean, he took a scary hit, a scary moment, and a tough kid, and he's able to shake back. He was back at home on Saturday and then back at school. He came to school for a little bit on Monday and was back at school on Tuesday.
Talk about Coach Bork and what his staff does and how valuable they are to you and these players.
Oh, look, we got the best training staff. I'd put our training staff up against anybody. Between Stephanie Smith coming down from Live Oak, who was with me for 5 years there, Bork, Christy Salter-Formaggio, the girls that they've trained the last few years. We're losing those seniors as well, and they've been amazing trainers and water girls for us. I mean, those three are the best in the business, and to have them at our beck and call daily for our kids is so critical.
All right, Coach, let's talk about some of the guys on this team. We know Deshaun McBride looks to be continuing to wear purple and gold in his wardrobe for the next few years. We will look forward to seeing him on Saturdays. But who are some of the other guys on this team that will continue their football career as well at other places?
Well, I think the best shot right now would be Mason Varese. He's a 4-year starter, a corner, a rare player, can do anything. He's got a bunch of, FCS offers, and he's going to have an opportunity to be a player that, I think could go FCS, grow a little bit, prove what he can do at that level, and I think he'll have a chance to transfer to a bigger school and have a bigger opportunity. Outside of that, look, we got a lot of blue-collar, hard-nosed high school players that are good football players, but McBride and Baris are special, and those two guys are going to have a chance to move on.
Talk about some more of these seniors we talked about earlier. Well, 2 weeks ago we had senior night, and we kind of talked about some of those there. Who are some of the guys that have been senior leadership for you this year?
Jonas Clark has been a mainstay for us the last couple of years. Very consistent player, hard-nosed player, outside backer, does everything for us. Kai Dwaron's kind of the heartbeat of the defense, kind of the energy, the spark plug, and middle linebacker. Those two guys are elected captains and couldn't be a better choice. Like, if you had to have two dudes that are your captains, those are the guys the kids recognize, I think, the most as our best captains. Baris and McBride, and we got some guys, Barbera on the O-line. We had guys trying to step up and be that guy. Hudson Byers, a running back, is a kid that has some amazing leadership abilities that's given us, played a big-time role for us. So we got some amazing kids. Caleb Cost is a kid that has bounced all around for us. Seth Bishop has bounced all around for us and has always had the best attitude and just gone to work. And this class really does. You have a lot of dudes that have the leadership abilities and attributes you want.
When we look at this district as a whole right now, I mean, it's just, you look at it right now, you got 3 teams in the top 10 of the power ratings. Yeah. I mean, this district is a tough district to go through, and obviously having a tough year for you, but it says a lot about this district and the teams that are in and the coaches that are part of it that make this a really special district.
Yeah, it was the same way last year. We flipped from the top to the bottom. I mean, when you have programs that are established and coaches that are established, and the magic of high school football with the ups and downs of numbers of kids that play and different classes that have the ability to be really good at football and some struggle, that you just navigate it and you chart it, and then you just have a blast doing it because you get to go against some of the best competition and best coaches in this district. And it's been 2 years in this district, and it's been a blast. I mean, we've had some of the best teams in the state. We've competed with some of the best teams in the state. And, you win this district, I think you've done something.
All right, Coach, we will take a timeout. We're going to come back. We'll start looking to the Walker Wildcats in this Week 10 matchup with Walker from Walker High School. We'll take a timeout. Back after this on Sporting Center, Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner in Denham Springs is Quick and Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family owned and operated by Scooter and Kay Keene, and serving Livingston Parish for 50 years. Quick and Handy Cleaners at 397 East Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Hey guys, this is Steve and Ben Wilson with Peak Performance Physical Therapy. With both of us being graduates of Denham Springs High School, we are proud to be on the sidelines on Friday nights, helping to ensure these athletes stay safe. However, we also realize that injuries are a common part of life, so whether you're hurt at home, on the job, or in the community, please understand that we are here to help with all of your rehab needs. While we enjoy treating the athletes of Livingston, we love treating the entire Livingston population as well. So come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy for all of your rehab needs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Danny Pauline of 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet, Sport Clips, BJ Pawn and Gun, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. It is a district and parish rival, Walker Wildcats, hosting the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, coming to you from Wildcat Stadium. I'm Josh Ward, and we continue our conversation with head coach Brett Beard. Coach Walker going through some growing pains last year, and we saw that some of their youth, but this year they're having a nice season. Obviously, going to be a challenge for your guys, but one that should be fun to go out and compete against.
Yeah, I mean, nothing better than these Livingston Parish rivalry games, and our kids get up and play them. Hats off to Chad and I'm happy in the job he's done there. Like always, we plug and plug and plug, and then you get the right combination of kids and classes back to back. You have a chance to make a run and be successful, and that's what he's doing. And, learning from his growing pains last year. And, they've got it flipped, and, he's playing some really good football. I mean, they're a really talented, really good team, very scary team. But I think we all know you can throw out all records, throw out everything that you can imagine in these games. I think these two high schools are going to come in and be nasty and physical and aggressive. And, sometimes you can be overly aggressive and make some critical mistakes, and hopefully it's not on our end and on theirs. And, we just play a crisp football game. We move the football offensively, and we get after it.
Coach Mahaffey, one of the more familiar coaches that you are familiar with in this district, and y'all like to start the season with each other every year and playing each other in the Jamboree. That's something that y'all hope to continue for years to come, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for the guy, man. He does a phenomenal job. He's probably one of the best offensive guys to go against year in and year out. He's a really great play caller. He knows how to decipher your reads and how you do things defensively and put you in conflict. And because of it, I got a ton of respect for him. And hopefully we can get an offensive guy in here to mimic the same type things. A guy that maybe in that under his umbrella or in his tree that could get some things right here. I mean, those are everything we're going to look at when we grow this offense. And he's a mainstay that we got to defend every year. And he's a lot of fun to go against, and he does it right. So we're going to continue that relationship.
Walker's offense led by Troy Silva at quarterback. He's able to extend plays with his legs. He's got a decent arm. Looks like he's playing well right now. Looks like a good challenge for this defense.
Yeah, we saw some good things out of him last year. He kind of came on the scene last year. He's also got a big body. He can run the football, but he's gotten a lot more accurate as a quarterback, and it's just running the offense. I mean, those are the guys you got to find. You find a guy that can lead and run your offense. You can do a lot of things in high school football, and that kid is just kind of had that perfect marriage with Mahaffey right now, and they're getting some big things done.
How fun is it for this defense, though, to get ready going against Mahaffey? He's going to throw some kind of crazy play out at you at some point and trying to be ready for that.
Oh, there'll be all kinds of trick plays. We've looked at everything. Let our offense throw a bunch of different things at us just to prepare us for that as well, because, that's what he does. He keeps you on your toes, and, kids have fun with those trick plays. So he throws a lot of them out there, and, we got to be disciplined. We got to trust our eyes, and we can't get lured into all the maneuvers and the moving of the people and the craziness that he'll throw at you.
Defensively for Walker, not giving up a lot of points. What kind of looks do you expect to get out of the Wildcats?
Yeah, they're just sound. They're not going to be overly complicated. Young guy they got as a DC, Morrow's doing a great job. They're very sound. They move and are aggressive in good spots. And because they're easy, they're able to keep that simple to where the kids can play fast and get lined up. And in high school football and defense, you can just get lined up and your gap. You have a chance to be successful with no matter who you line up with. And I think they figured that out. They got a good combination over there between the coach and the kids, and are doing great things. And they're playing sound.
As you're getting ready for this last game, how has your squad been this week getting ready for this one, knowing it's our last one of the season and it's against rival in Walker? It seems like obviously not the season you've been hoping for, but how has it been this week getting ready for this one?
Well, we've actually had one of our better weeks of practice. I mean, sometimes you take pressure off kids. Kids can kind of hone back in and enjoy what you really have, because the kids tend to lose sight of what you have when you're in the middle of the grind and it's 90 degrees outside and you're back in school. Sometimes you forget that grind you're in and the appreciation you have for it. But and ultimately you got 27 kids that are going to play football for the last time. 25 of them probably for the last time of their life. So you got to get up to play this game, and this happens to be a rivalry game, and your last opportunity to be a football player. I don't think it's hard for these kids to do what they're going to do. And like I said, we've had one of our better weeks, so I'm excited to see them go play. See what can happen. I mean, you win. You never know. There's crazier things that happen. People have moved 9 spots before. Is it probably going to happen? The odds are against us, but they're definitely against us if you don't win. So we could take care of business and see what happens.
You talked about the grind there and the sacrifice that these players make, and I want to give some credit to the coaches too and the support staff that these coaches have at home. It's a lot of long weeks, a lot of time away from the house. Sometimes the appreciation isn't always there when the season doesn't seem to be going the way you want, but these coaches, you and all the staff around you, put in a lot of time and effort into this thing.
Well, there's no doubt. Look, I can't thank my wife enough. I appreciate her. I love her more than anything in this world and what she does. And the absence of me as a husband and father during football, and all our coaches' wives and families. We try to do everything we can to make sure they're at all their kids' events and they're not missing anything at home and still able to be in this grind, to be successful. You got to find that blend. And I know for those few weeks how tough it is, and we can't be more appreciative for our families and everything for us to do what we love to do. Sometimes you got to take that ride home, and you got to leave work at work. You can't bring it home with you so you can enjoy your kids and your family, because it is worth it. At the end of the day, we love these kids, and these are our kids here, and but we got to take care of our home life. And, that grind is just something that just comes with the business that we love, and our spouses knew that getting into it, and they've got to love it as well, even when it's tough. So we'll have to take care of them when football's over.
And, Coach, we know that seasons are measured by wins and losses. I wanted to ask you, when you go through a season like this, what is something that you gained from this year that is going to help you going forward next year?
Well, we have gotten better. Sometimes, people tend to lose sight that, public school football, you're going to have some great ups and great downs. We did what we were supposed to do with that team last year and make some big waves and get to the Final 8. And, we knew we were going to struggle this year, but, we didn't accept it. We were going to keep outworking everybody and give us the best chance to win. But, what I love about losing is the adversity and the lessons that come with it. When we turn this thing back around next year, the sweetness of victory and the grind is going to be even greater because of what we've been through this year. And those kids are going to have a different appreciation and a different work ethic in the offseason to get us back to those levels that we've been at before.
Coach, I want to thank you personally for always being so gracious with your time with me. I know it's a bumpy road this year for us, but I look forward to the future. I know it's bright, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And just thank you always for being so gracious to us, whether it's helping out on game days, these interviews that we do each week. It's special. I always look forward to them. I always enjoy our conversation.
Oh, absolutely, man. I enjoy talking to you every week, man. I love what y'all do. Y'all do a great job. My parents love listening to you. They know how good y'all are. It's hard to do these things, and believe it or not, y'all are a huge and critical part to us and our success because it gives a chance to these kids to be exposed, and people get to hear about them and learn about them, and it's a big deal for our kids for what they pour into a program. So we appreciate everything you do, and I know you and Mitch do a phenomenal job on the radio, and John, and thank y'all for everything.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. As always, go Jackets, and I look forward to talking to you next season.
Hey, we're going to get this thing turned around. Nobody panic. It's coming. It's going to happen. It's a program that is on the up and up. And, look, I love every bit of being a Yellow Jacket, and we're going to get this thing right again. And don't worry, we'll continue to grind it out and make it happen.
Send the love down to Birmingham.
Absolutely. Mom, Dad, love y'all. See y'all soon.
That's head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Coach Brett Beard, back after this on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Von Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Von Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Von Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Ames.
You might know that State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has great service. She's your good neighbor after all. But did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Karam Inn, Triton Outpatient Clinic, La Casa Casino, Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Modad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Forest Grove Plantation, and Billy Lynch Professional Title Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Sporting Center, Yellow Jackets warm-up, Yellow Jackets and the Walker Wildcats District 5-5A matchup from Wildcat Stadium, regular season finale for these two teams. Walker obviously looking to be heading into the playoffs. It'd be interesting to see, like, if they were to get up in this game, if they pull the throttle back a little bit, get some guys rested, getting ready for the playoffs. But let's see if we can do something about that.
That's right. Let's get it to a spot where they have to play the guys because we are playing hard and they're in a competitive game. And Walker's fighting for a district championship tonight. We were in the spot last year when we played Walker that if we won, we were going to be, get a share of the district title, and we did. They're in the same spot this year. They've got a chance to win tonight and get a share of the district title, and I know that's something they are shooting for. And so we got to make sure we're ready to go when we get out there tonight.
Well, let's take a look at the district standings real quick while you have a minute, and it will be a three-way tie right now at the top. It is Dutchtown, Santa Maria, Walker. It could be a three-way tie just like it was last year. I mean, it's crazy.
It definitely could. It just, we mentioned that earlier tonight that the district has been very competitive and very good. And, you get three teams last year that finished with one loss. They each beat each other, Dutchtown, East Ascension, and Denham Springs. Right now, that's what it's looking like with Walker, Santa Maria, and then Dutchtown. They've all beaten each other, and everybody has one game left tonight. But all of those three teams would be favorites if there was a betting line on high school games tonight.
Yeah, you look at Dutchtown 7-1, Santa Maria at 8-1, Walker at 7-2. That's your top three going for it. They're all 3-1 in district. Dutchtown, we know, 38-7 over Denham last week. Santa Maria, that's where I had my boo-boo last week. We're in Dutchtown. We're getting some information coming in. We're trying to get some things set up, and I said Walker had beat Santa Maria. They got to share the district title. Turns out Josh was wrong. But I did get some
we had a final
correct.
score. It just wasn't a final score. It was a late fourth quarter score, but Santa Maria rallied and did come back to get the win.
They did, and it was that had to be a heck of a game, too, on the road right there. And Coach Mahaffey talks about that environment at the pit. We saw it, obviously, always a tough place to go see. So it's just interesting to see how the district is, in a sense, kind of flipped from what it was last year outside of Dutchtown being there. And again, Dutchtown shows why they're only a one-loss team this year.
Right. Walker and Santa Maria were at the bottom of the district last year. Denham Springs and East Ascension at the top. Well, now those teams have flipped spots this season, and that's once again another thing that we're looking to do for next season. We mentioned that earlier. We know it can turn around that quickly, and when you take a team that's playing as many underclassmen as we are, juniors and sophomores, a lot of them out there on the football field we've seen this season, they're going to be back next year with a lot of experience, and we know that we're going to build off of what happened this season and only improve with it next year.
Absolutely, and it'll be exciting to see how this group for Yellow Jackets come out and play against this Walker team. We mentioned the rivalry so much, and it really is. But when you have these guys that are playing their last game together, their last game with their brothers, the years they've had together, coming out, leaving it all out on the field one last time, It's exciting to see.
It is, and you can find a lot of examples where teams have done that. I mean, college football last year, Texas A&M in the last game of the season, they had nothing to play for, right? On paper, they've got nothing to play for. What a terrible year they had, but they come out and they beat LSU in the last game. It happens all the time. Like I said, Denham's got a chance to relax a little bit. There's no pressure on Denham Springs tonight. You're not fighting for a playoff spot. You know this is it. We don't have anything else next week. We're going to leave it all out on the field tonight and just kind of relax and go play and get after it, and sometimes that works in your advantage.
Captains for the two teams headed out on the field right now. It is, it is Jonas Clark.
Rancher Miller's out there, Mason Varese, and on the other end, Kai Dwyer will be the other one. Yep.
Yes. No surprise, those guys. Talk about Jonas Clark. He's been one of the captains all year.
He has. He's one of those guys that did play last year, that came back with his experience. We mentioned that not a lot of guys did, but he played a lot last year at the outside linebacker position for us, and he came back and has done a super job this season at the outside linebacker spot. He's been a captain every game when we call out the captains. It is kind of rotating. Coach doesn't just hand it to one guy at the beginning of the year and says, y'all have it all year long. The players vote on it, and then this season they kept it kind of as rotating, who was working hard in practice each week and who was leading by example. And Jonas was a guy that every week was out there for the coin tosses. He was a leader all season long.
Rancher Miller, one of those guys that we have seen come, throughout the season, has had some really good games for this Yellow Jacket defense.
He really has. He's done a great job this season from his safety position. Really good job tackling this season, man. He comes up and makes a lot of tackles from that safety spot. He's just a junior, a player that's going to be back for us next year. Last year, he got a lot of playing time. He was a starter as a sophomore on that team that played so strong for us, and there was a game or two last year that people tried to pick on him. You looked at all the great guys we had in the secondary, and they said, well, who can we try to go after? Let's find the sophomore. And they tried to go after him in the passing game, and once or twice he got bit a little bit. But this season, that wasn't necessarily the case. They had to try and look elsewhere to try and complete their passes down the field because Rancher really did a great job this season.
He did. So we will get ready for kickoff here. We are getting the guard out onto the field with the American flag. Going to get lined up here for the national anthem. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we will have you set for kickoff here on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-ups.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98.
And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better.
So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aston Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The news also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
C&M Outdoor Power Equipment and Skag Lawnmowers, a winning combination. C&M Outdoor Power Equipment provides the highest quality Skag products and services for their customers, and C&M is always there to answer questions, with customers leaving C&M knowing how to use and maintain their purchased equipment properly. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, C&M has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965, featuring Skag mowers. That's C&M Power Sales and Service, corner of Florida and Tubin in Denham Springs.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Safe Voyage Tattoo, Use Safe and Lock, Buddy's Barbecue, Adams Smoke Shop, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, and Coconut Willie's Daiquiri. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
That will do it for our Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. So go see Stacey Phipps, James and McCants, and their terrific staff over at Sporting Center. That's 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. It is going to be Johnny Bravo kicking off for the Yellow Jackets, and we are ready to get underway here from Yellow Jacket Stadium. Here is the kick, and we are underway, and it is going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. Ball is going to be on the turf, going to be picked up now on the return, and going to get to the 35, going to be stood up at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, Jackets went with a sky kick there, keeping away. I'm going to tell you what, man, Walker has a dangerous return guy. Number 20, Jaden Bardells. If we get in a spot where we have to punt, man, he has a punt return for a touchdown in every district game this season so far, and he's back on kickoff returns, and we don't want it in his hands if we can keep it away from him. So we kept it short, a little bobble there on the catch, so it gave our kickoff coverage team a chance to get downfield and keep them with, at the 35-yard line.
All right, so is it T.J. Silv? Kind of has a odd stance that you'll see here when he gets the ball, but it will be Silv under center on the first snap. So as I was trying to explain that to you, it doesn't matter because he's under center for the first time.
He's a catcher / quarterback.
Right.
So before the snap, he's going to squat down, looks like a catcher. And look, Jean Goldman does that a little bit too. Just kind of watch him, but he's going to get down low. You'll watch him. You'll see him if you're watching this on YouTube. He's going to squat down low. Looks like a catcher back there. Then he'll pop up, but that doesn't happen when you're under center. So they're in wishbone starting out.
All right, starting the wishbone again, it is going to be Silv handing off. This time he's going to hand off in the backfield to McClendon. McClendon off the right side will pick up about a yard or two. Going to be a quick third down for the Wildcats.
And, that's kind of a good, I hope they keep trying that with the wishbone. We were without a couple starters on defense. Deshaun McBride hurt his foot last week. We mentioned it, that he tried to finish playing in the game, and he finished the game. But he is out tonight, as well as Brian Hawkins, who, of course, went down with the neck injury last week.
Going to be 3rd and 7 from their own 36-yard line. It is going to be a pass from Silv looking downfield. It is going to be caught. That is going to be a touchdown for the Wildcats. Jamari Evans with the touchdown, and Wildcats strike quickly on 3rd and 7.
Yep, deep post route, and then they find their go-to receiver, number 3, Jamari Evans, on a deep ball. Like I said, just a deep post. One lot of tricks to that, just the deep post, and he got behind the Jacket defense and went the rest of the way for the touchdown.
All right, so that is going to send Niall Allen out to attempt the extra point to make this a 7-point game. Nice pass right there by Silv, though.
That did look good, yep. Hit him on the run. He didn't. Evans didn't have to wait for it or anything. Caught it in stride.
Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is going to be good. And with 10:44 left in the first quarter, it is Walker 7, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets football. Walker 7, Denham Springs 0. 10:44 left here in the first quarter, and it is going to be big number 92. Sam Potts kicks off for the Walker Wildcats. He'll have it teed up at the 40-yard line. Back to receive for the Yellow Jackets will be Varese and Slade Daigle.
I mentioned we were short McBride in the secondary right there, and I think that was kind of his position. They got beat on that one.
Here is the kickoff. It is going to be Varese at the 10-yard line, gets to the 15, coming to the near side. He's at the 20, 25, still on his feet at the 30-yard line. Still goes, gets across the 35-yard line to the 36, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a push in the back.
It came in from the side. They're trying to wave it back a little bit. Got a block in the back. So a good return right there is going to get negated. So seeing what that's marked, the Jackets going to be back at about their own 16, maybe starting this drive somewhere in that area. So not the start we wanted 2 weeks in a row. Right off the bat, we fall behind quickly. Like two good run stuffs right there. Put Walker in third and long, but as I mentioned, we're without 2 starting players in the secondary. And in that time, it looked like on the deep post, just watching the coaches talk to the players when they got to the sideline. One of the, sophomore safety, Lucas Gillen, is in the game right now in McBride's place, and looked like maybe he was supposed to have some help over the top on that one.
Yellow Jackets will start this one 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. 10:34 left here, first quarter. Walker 7, Denham Springs 0. It is going to be Jerry Horn out of the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That is Haynes. Here is Horn going to keep it himself now, and he will get to about the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to put him down at the 19, so he picks up 2 on the carry.
A little bit of a design quarterback run right there. Horn took the snap and immediately took off around the right end and had some lead blockers up in front there for about a 3-yard gain to get it started.
Going to be 2nd and 8 now for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be 2nd and 8 from their own 19-yard line. Horn will work it from the shotgun again. Has 2 receivers to the near sideline, which is the Yellow Jacket sideline for us. Horn will send a man in motion. That is Paul. We'll get it to Paul in the flat. Gets a block. Gets to the 20. Gets to the 25. And will be pushed out of bounds shy of the 30-yard line. But a nice run right there by Brenton Paul. And it is a first down for the Yellow Jackets, making it our first Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Family-owned, children-friendly, incredible food, and locally owned by Big Mike O'Neill.
Just a swing pass out there to the tailback, Brenton Paul, sophomore tailback. Look, great job on the outside. Tylen Haynes doing a good job blocking in front of him to help him get to the corner.
1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line now for Denham Springs. It will be Hornson and Haynes in motion. Horn will get it, hands it off in the backfield to Paul. Paul goes off to the right side and will be tackled shy of the 35, about the 33.
All right, testing the inside of the Walker defense now. That's twice we've worked over there on the right side of our formation. Caden Barber, senior right guard, and then Christian Ferguson also over there on that right side, the sophomore right tackle, opened up a little bit of running room for Brenton Paul. When we saw Brenton Paul start last week, hadn't got a whole lot of time with the first group until last week and did a good job, and he's back out there again.
It is going to be 2nd down and 7 for Denham Springs. Here's Horn from the shotgun, looking to throw, fires it downfield. He is looking for Peyton Puffer, and he had him, and then the ball comes out at the Walker 43-yard line.
Yeah, good throw by Horn, trying to fit it in there up the seam to Peyton Puffer. Looked like he was going to have that play, but I believe that was 21 Eshawn Elfage coming there to break it up. We hit him right there in the numbers, and as we tried to bring it to the ground, Elfage was able to get in there and rip the ball out and cause it incomplete.
Makes it 3rd down and 7. Denham Springs, their own 33-yard line. Horn will wait for it out of the shotgun, gets the snap, drops back, looks to throw, going to step up in the pocket himself, and he is going to be brought down at the 34-yard line, where it will be now 4th down.
Yeah, Horn checked up top, trying to get to Ethan Knuckles on a slant route. He was covered pretty tightly and decided to try and find a seam in the pass rush and get up there quickly to run it. But closed pretty quickly on us, wasn't able to get what we needed for the first down.
Trenton Harrison will come on to punt this one away. It is going to be Bardalis. Is that how we say it?
Bardalis, correct.
Bardalis.
And that's the dangerous punt returner now.
Bardalis. Here is the snap to Harrison. Gets the punt off. It is going to go out of bounds around the 45-yard line for Walker. They'll have it 1st and 10 after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets football. Walker 7, Denham Springs 0. It is 8:11 left here in the first quarter. It is going to be 1st and 10 for Walker at their own 44-yard line. Silv will be under center yet again. That new age wishbone, huh, Mitch?
This is straight old school wishbone.
Here is the toss in the backfield. That is going to be an end around, going off to the right side on the carry is going to be That's 26.
That's Jacob Mackey.
That's
Jacob Mackey, number 26. Not the guy we normally expect to see run the ball. C.J. McClendon, big running back for Walker. He's at the fullback spot in this wishbone formation.
Again, wondering how much they're going to rest some of their guys, but he is in the fullback position, as you said. They're going to be second down. About a 3-yard pickup there for Walker. Second down and 7. Silv will get it under center again. Will hand it off. That time, I believe that was McClendon that time, and he will pick up a couple yards as he gets right to about midfield. Should be about 2nd and 5.
Yep, Jacket defense is doing well right now in the run game against this wishbone that Walker's trying to use against this. A lot of things to prepare for when you're playing a Chad Mahaffey team. He's getting you a lot of different looks. They're normally a spread offense type form, a lot of spreads around the field, a lot of motions, and right now just wishbone, just another thing you got to look at. But the Jack defense is doing well against that run game.
Going to be 3rd and 4 from midfield. Here is Silv going to pitch it to the option, going to pitch it to Young Jr., who gets back to midfield for no gain, maybe about a half yard on the carry, and this is going to be 4th down for the Wildcats. This Yellow Jackets defense, as expected, comes to play.
Tell you what, looking at this option reminds me of the Broadmoor Buccaneers and Rusty Price back in the day, and that was just a, triple option, faked it to the fullback. Quarterback tried to get to the end. Jonas Clark right there on the quarterback, made him pitch it. Caden Anderson, the cornerback, was there on the pitch guy, and not much room to go. A good stand by the Jacket defense after Walker started with good field position.
All right, that is going to send out Austin McEnway. Oh, I messed that one up. Sorry about that. Here is the snap on 4th and 5. Nice high punt, going to be caught by Maurice. Maurice is going to be hit immediately. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start this one from their own 21-yard line. Check that 22-yard line. Here is the snap to Horn. We'll toss it in the backfield to Haynes. Ball is on the turf. Haynes is going to pick it up, and they're going to say he is down for a loss on the play. So Yellow Jackets trying to throw a few little wrinkles out here, and why not, right?
Yeah, that one looked good. We had a little reverse going with Tylen Haynes coming back. We started to the left, flipped it to him, come back to the right. We had some blockers in front. I don't know if it was wide open, but with the blockers, if they could have made their blocks, we'd have had some room out there on that reverse. But then he dropped the pitch and kind of blow up in our face a little bit because now we're facing 2nd and 10. 20.
Yeah,
we lost
20,
it.
yes.
Yeah, 2nd and 20.
2nd down and long for the Yellow Jackets. Horn from the shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Here is the snap. Horn looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, has pressure, going to throw on the run, and it is going to be intercepted by the Wildcats. Yellow Jackets 45-yard line, where he will go out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by BJ Pawn & Gun, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Liberty Auto Sales, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, and Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Going to be 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats after the interception right there. The interception was by, one second, that was Travion Thomas. Oh, sorry, I thought it was that not? It wasn't 24?
Zion Rest, 29.
Gotcha, 29. All right, here is the handoff. This is going to be on the run. That is going to be Mackey, and he gets a nice 1st down run as he will get to the Denham Springs 37-yard line.
The numbers on the Walker jerseys are not easy to see. The 4s and 9s look a lot alike, and it's hard to pick up on them. But, yeah, that was 29, Zion Russ, the cornerback that made that pick for Walker.
Well, that, and we're on top of the press box here. There's a lot of commotion going on if you can't tell. Here's Sill from under center, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws it downfield. It is going to be incomplete at the 12-yard line for the Wildcats. Intended receiver was Austin Workman.
So they've stayed in that wishbone formation predominantly so far this first quarter, and that's the first time with a play-action pass. And They had a little bit of a step on Caden Anderson, the cornerback, but Kai Dwaron in the backfield quickly from his linebacker spot had a seam up there and got there on a pass rush and didn't give the quarterback TJ Silva enough time to throw it. So great job by Dwaron.
5:09 left here. First quarter, 7-0 Wildcats with the lead. Silva will toss it in the backfield. It is going to be to Denham Springs 35 to the 30, still on his feet at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and breaks out for a touchdown. Caden Young Jr., touchdown Wildcats.
Getting flashbacks, like I said, to the 1980s. That was just a tall sweep out of the wishbone, and the quarterback lead blocking out in front. You don't see that much anymore, but after the tall sweep, he helped be a lead blocker, getting out there. TJ Silva helped leading the way, and just a good job of getting to the outside. Caden Jones took the toss and ended up going 40-something yards for a touchdown right there to add to the walkout lead. That
will send out Niall Allen to attempt the extra point here with 4:56 left in the first quarter. And it looks like it's going to be a flag on the play. Going to be false start. Nope, offsides against the Yellow Jackets. So
the Jackets have been doing good stuffing the run on the inside, but that time they went out to the edge with the tall sweep and found the running room they were looking for.
All right, so they'll move the ball from the 3 to the 1.5. And it will be Allen to line it up yet again. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. It is through the uprights, and the extra point is good. Walker 14, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aston Square in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets football, 14-0. Walker with the lead. 4:56 left here in the first quarter. It is going to be kicking off for the Wildcats, Sam Potts, as he has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Slade Daigle and Mason Varese back to receive for the Yellow Jackets.
We'd like to see us pop a return right here. Varese was close on the last one. Blocking the back kind of brought it back a little bit, but a chance to make a play.
Here is the kickoff from the 40-yard line. We've got a flag on the play. Looks like they may have got going before.
I didn't see a flag.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag.
Yep.
I think they just...
Fair catch there, right there. Yeah, but it hurt. I think there was a whistle in the crowd.
Oh, was it?
You were listening to I heard a whistle. We are outside. We're on top of the press box here, so we hear a lot of things, and I think that was somebody from the crowd, some kind of, like it sounded like a whistle, but...
okay, so I'm not going crazy.
They did sky kick it to keep away from Mason Varese, so they saw what we saw on that first return, that he had a chance to pop one and maybe make a big play, so they kept it out of his hands.
All right, going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 29-yard line with 4:54 left here in the first quarter. It'll be Jerry Horn from the shotgun, 4-receiver set, 3 out to the far side to be a quarterback keeper. Horn will be hit at the 30-yard line, picks up 1.
Good job right there. That was just a little kind of counter read, and Horn's trying to read that backside linebacker right there, see if they bite down on the inside, but Kentrell Scott did a good job of holding his ground and was able to make a tackle in the open field against Horn. So a senior defensive end, kind of outside linebacker position, Kentrell Scott did a good job of making his reads on that one.
2nd down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets, their own 30-yard line, as Horn will work it from the shotgun. Has Paul lined up to his left. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, as it was before. Here is the snap. He fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, gets to the 30, gets hit at the 30, will go forward, fights for extra yards, so he'll get to about the 33-yard line. So Jerry Horn showing some fight here himself.
Looks like part of the game plan tonight was to try and use the quarterback, Jerry Horn, with his running ability. As that's the third almost design run we've had. I think the last one was a little bit of a read play, but he was able to keep it and run. But the first play of the game had a design quarterback sweep, and that right there was a quarterback counter, trying to get on the left edge right there and find a little bit of running room, and makes it 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Yellow Jackets from their own 33-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. Waits the snap, gets it, looks to throw, fires it. It is going to be caught by Haynes at the 37-yard line, and
might be about a half yard short, maybe.
Yep, fourth down.
About a yard, maybe half a yard, and I think this is probably a spot to leave the offense out there, and they're going quickly, maybe with a quarterback sneak here.
All right, it is going to be fourth and short. Horn will go under center, maybe looking for the tush push here. Here is a snap. We'll go forward. We'll see if they got it. It'll depend on the mark. It'll be close.
I didn't see a lot of movement, but I don't know where he ended up. And I just watching where they mark it here. We didn't get a lot of push up front.
All right, waiting for the call, and it is going to be a measurement.
Not even close enough for a measurement.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. We'll take a quick timeout. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Yellow Jacket 38-yard line. Silv will hand it off in the backfield, and going forward, I believe McClendon that time, not calling his number as much as we thought here tonight, but he will pick up a few yards on the carry.
Well, in their normal spread offense, 4 wide receiver set, he's the tailback, but right now they've been predominantly wishbone tonight. Only been in shotgun for one play and threw the deep touchdown on the 3rd and long when they did get the shotgun, but they've been up under center and wishbone, and McClendon, their normal big main ball carrier, is the fullback.
2nd down and 8 now. Here is Silv. Will toss it in the backfield. Looking for room is going to be Young Jr., and he's going to be tackled for a loss on the play. Going to be 3rd down.
That was the toss sweep that they scored a touchdown on last possession, but no go this time. Senior outside linebacker, captain, we talked about him before, Jonas Clark doing a great job, and then also Trevor Lewis, the defensive end, was also there, sophomore defensive end for the Jackets, to help make a tackle.
2:06 left here, first quarter action. It is Wildcats 14, Denham Springs 0 on 3rd and 12. Silv will drop back, looking to throw. Going to fire it towards the middle of the field. Going to be incomplete, and it is 4th down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I meant Darius Scott, the sophomore defensive end, a while ago with that tackle. But that time, good job in pass coverage for the Jackets as we had them in a 3rd and real long situation. A little bit of a zone coverage back there. Jalen Matoya, junior safety in there right now, did a good job holding his ground and staying in coverage, but Walker's going to go for it.
On 4th and 12, it'll be Silv from the shotgun. Has McClendon in the backfield with him with a 3-receiver set with 2 out to the far sideline, 1 to the near. Silv gets the snap, and he is going to do a little drop kick, and Yellow Jackets will down it. It'll be 1st and 10 for Denham Springs after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican Restaurant. Local and that the Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all great at Maria's. So be local and don't be loco by eating at Denham Springs High School graduate David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant, Florida Boulevard, 1/2 mile east of James Drug Store.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start this one from the 16-yard line, and it is going to be Brenton Paul in the backfield.
RJ's in there right now. RJ Johnson.
I just cannot get I just can't get it right tonight.
They're a long way away from us. We're pinned back inside of our own 15, so it's not close to us. Look, give a lot of credit to the Jacket defense. Coach Beard gambled and went for it on 4th and 1 in his own territory. We didn't get it, and gave Walker the football inside of their own, the Jacket 40, and yet the Jacket defense forced a 3 and out, and then they did a quick kick on 4th down, so got the ball back for the offense.
Going to be 2nd and 12 for the Yellow Jackets. Horn from the shotgun, drops back, rolls, looks to throw. He does. That is Peyton Puffer at the 16-yard line. Will be brought down at the 17-yard line, where it will be 3rd down now for the Yellow Jackets. It looks to be 3rd and 10 back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep, Jackets are working, trying to get some first downs here. We picked up a first down early on our first drive, I believe, but we've had 2 quick 3 and outs since then. And so we'd really like to get some field position here and move the ball out, past the shadow of our own goal line at the moment.
Going to be 3rd and 10, Yellow Jackets from the 17-yard line. Here is the snap. Horn is looking to throw, fires at the middle of the field. That is going to be Goldman, and he will get to the 34-yard line, make that a first down for the Yellow Jackets. A Yellow Jackets first down makes it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Check out the Denham Springs Sports Hall of Fame at Big Mike's.
Good job working through his progressions there by Jerry Horn. Looked like he looked on the right side. We had 3 receivers up on the top right side. He checked the right, didn't look there, came back to his left, and then receiver Goldman, as I always called him, but Sean Goldman, the twin brother of Jean, the quarterback at times, but Sean did a good job on his little skinny slant, and Horn hit him right in stride.
1st and 10. Here is the handoff in the backfield. That is going to be Hudson Byers this time, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. We played one from Walker High School. It is Walker 14, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Von Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Von Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Von Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Ames.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Brendan Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, the law office of IBL Graham, Brian Russ, owner, OK Computers and Auto Sales, Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Dentistry. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
1 quarter in the books here from Wildcat Stadium. It is Walker 14, Denham Springs 0. We will head to the second quarter as they will flip the field. So, Mitch, after the first quarter, what did you see?
Well, I did see, the Jacket defense is fighting. We want to see how they kind of respond. And I know Walker got 14 points up in the first quarter, but we've been stuffing the run on the inside pretty well. And like I said, they took advantage of an inexperienced safety on the first drive. Deshaun McBride not being in there, out with an injury, and they went after his replacement and hit a deep ball for a touchdown early on. But Jacket defense been holding up pretty strong, and then that first down right there was big. Pinned inside of our own 20 to get out of there and then move the ball up right here to have a chance to work it up the field was a big first down for us. And so we'll see how we can work forward after this.
All right, so just about ready to get the second quarter underway. Coming up for the Small Sliders halftime report, Coach Hop will be joining us, his second visit of the year with Coach Hop. Always great to hear from him. Looks like they're trying to get
the down. They had third down, but it was second. Yep, they got it straight.
Going to be second down and 11 for the Yellow Jackets. Horn with a split backfield. We'll wait for the snap. We'll send a man in motion now. That is Byers who goes in motion. Horn will get the snap. He drops back. He's looking to throw. Dances around. Going to fire it downfield. Throws a nice spiral. Looking for Byers, and it's going to be incomplete at the Walker 25-yard line, and now it is third down.
Yep, trying to stretch the field a little bit. Byers came out of the backfield from his running back spot in motion and then set up as a receiver and was pushing it deep downfield on a post. Horn took a shot down there trying to stretch it out there, make a play. Just a little bit overthrown, but a good shot right there trying to get something moving down the field.
Going to be 3rd and 11 now for the Yellow Jackets. It will be from their own 33-yard line. Horn from the shotgun will have a 4-receiver set. Horn will get the snap. Has pressure coming, tries to escape it, escapes one, will throw it now. That is going to be a catch at the 32 by Brenton Paul, and it is 4th down for the Yellow Jackets.
That was a screen pass, a running back screen. Brenton Paul tried to set up and originally, but a Walker pass rusher actually ran into Brenton Paul and kind of knocked him off stride, and so Horn had to hold on to the ball extra little bit and then was able to get it out to him, but by that point, another Walker defender was able to get to Brenton Paul before we could get moving.
Back to receive for the Wildcats is Bar Dallas. Thanks to our good friend Chris Ledoux, making sure that we got that right. Thank you, Chris.
We appreciate that.
We do. And so does Bar Dallas. Here is the punt. Looks like it's going to be tipped as Harrison tried to get it away, and it is going to hit at the 40-yard line, rolls to the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats in Yellow Jacket territory after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
So welcome back in. Yellow Jackets football going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They will start this drive from the Denham Springs 43-yard line. Here is Sill looking to throw. Throwing it to Young Jr., who gets to the Denham Springs 40, will be picked up and planted by Rancher Miller.
Yeah, they set up a little inside receiver screen, sent the running back McClendon out wide. A lot of times people throw the ball out wide to the running back that's running out there, but they brought a receiver screen coming back inside, had some blockers out in front of him, but Rancher Miller, as I mentioned before the game, came up with a strong tackle.
Going to be 2nd down now for the Wildcats. It'll be a handoff to McClendon. Gets to the 35-yard line. Takes the pile with him to the 30. Inside the 30-yard line. Looks like they'll give him about the Denham Springs 28. It'll be 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yep, senior outside linebacker Blaine Gibbs was in there on the tackle with McClendon, trying to hold on for dear life. As McClendon's a big back and runs hard downhill and kind of carried us about 3 or 4 yards after contact.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, 28-yard line of Denham Springs. Here's another handoff in the backfield to McClendon. Gets to the 25 and will be hit at the 25. And that's where he'll be brought down. Nice tackle right there by the Yellow Jackets.
Jalen Matoya, I said, the safety that's now in the game right now in place of Deshaun McBride. And he came in there and made a nice tackle near the line of scrimmage coming up from his safety position.
Going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. So we'll get the snap, hand it off to McClendon again. McClendon now going off to the right, and he will get back to about the line of scrimmage for no gain.
That's impressive by our nose guard, Caden Davis. That was a stretch play trying to go wide outside the tackles, but Caden Davis coming from his nose guard position, stretched out there on the outside and scraped across the offensive line trying to block him and made a tackle outside the tackle box. So great hustle.
From the Denham Springs 26-yard line, 3rd and 8. Silv gets the snap, looks to toss it to McClendon. He finally does in the backfield, and McClendon will be brought down for a loss on the play, and it is 4th down for Walker.
Tried a little running back draw. Silv sprinted out to his left and tried to hand it off back to McClendon to go to his right, but not fooled on the play. Senior inside linebacker Trevor Lewis right there to make the tackle.
On 4th down, Walker will keep the offense out on the field. Silv from the shotgun with McClendon in the backfield lined up to his left. Silv will check the sideline.
They might take a shot here. I'm just looking. It looks like we're straight man-to-man coverage right here. They're reading the defense and going to make a play call off of it.
Silv will get the snap, drops back. He is looking to throw, throwing it towards the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. 14-0. Wildcats with the lead. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday. Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start this drive from the 27-yard line. Here is Horn looking to throw. It is going to be incomplete as Horn took a pretty nice shot right there.
Yeah, on that 4th down play a while ago, I thought they might try and take a shot at Caden Anderson, our backup cornerback playing in place of Brian Hawkins, who got injured last week. Now, there are good reports. He's not playing, obviously, this week, but he was back at school and moving around, so we're good to hear that about Brian Hawkins. But no, instead, they went after Rancher Miller on the inside, and Rancher Miller had great coverage right there. So the Jackets defense held tight right there and got the ball back for the offense.
And it'll be the 27-yard line, not the 26. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 27. Here is Horn. Will have a delayed handoff in the backfield to Brent Paul. Gets to the 30. Will be tackled just shy of the 35-yard line.
Nice job running off that left side of the offensive line. Jaden Buchanan, your senior left tackle, and then Cy Martin, your junior left guard, helped leading the way as Brenton Paul found some running room to get it to 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 34-yard line. 8 minutes left here in this first half. Walker 14, Denham Springs 0. Horn waits for the snap out of the shotgun. Here it is. Looks to throw. He does. Gets Paul on the flat. He's at the 35. Will be tackled shy of the 40-yard line, but looks like it will be close to a first down. Waiting for the spot to see.
There
and
it
it
goes.
is. So we make it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets first down. Big Mike stays open late after Denham Springs High School football.
A good burst of speed by Britton Paul after he caught the pass out the backfield. He didn't have a lot of room to run, but he outran his defender trying to cover him and was able to get enough yards to get the 5 yards that we needed for the first down.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the 37-yard line. Have a flag on the play.
Man, we do a good job right there on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 4. We hit Britton Paul at the backfield. Like I said, he showed good speed and outrunning his coverage guy to get the yards needed. And then on 1st and 10, somewhere on the interior of the offensive line, somebody flinched. It's going to make it 1st and 15 for us.
First down, 15 for the Yellow Jackets. They will have it at their own 33-yard line now. After the penalty is assessed, it will be Horn from the shotgun. Gets the snap. Will throw it quickly. Has Peyton Puffer at the 35-yard line. Peyton Puffer to the 36.
Little bubble screen out there, getting the ball to Peyton Puffer from the inside receiver position. Had 3 receivers. He was the inside guy, trying to release him out wide on a bubble screen, and got a few yards.
Yep, going to be 2nd down and 2nd and 12 from the 36-yard line for Denham Springs. Horn from the shotgun, gets the snap, picks the handoff to Paul, looks to throw. He does. That is going to be Peyton Puffer on the far side, and it is going to be to the 36, so that makes it 3rd down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, the rush was getting to Horn pretty quickly there. He did a good job to get out to Puffer to not take the sack, and although Puffer wasn't able to get a lot of yards, we did not get a sack there because we had pressure in Horn's face. We did a good job of getting rid of it.
3rd and 12 for the Yellow Jackets, their own 36-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. Gets a snap. Rolls, looks to throw, has time, going to throw now, and incomplete at the 45-yard line. Intended receiver was Peyton Puffer again.
We had a chance right there. Puffer was on a little out route, about a 10, 11-yard out route. Horn rolling to his right. Puffer found an open hole in the zone, and the throw was just a little bit high and out of his reach. Had a chance there maybe to pick up the first down.
6:20 left here in this first half. It is Walker 14, Denham Springs 0. Going to be 4th down and 12 for the Yellow Jackets. From their own 36-yard line, sends out Trent Harrison to punt it away for the Yellow Jackets, and Bardalis back to receive for the Wildcats. Here is the punt. Nice punt by Trenton Harrison. Hits about the 33-yard line and will roll out of bounds at the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local authorized Steel Outdoor Power Equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service, corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. It will be from their own 29-yard line to start this drive. Silv will work it from the shotgun. Here is the snap. Will fake a handoff, and we're going to keep it himself, and he'll be tackled for a loss on the play.
Yeah, tried to fake a sweep to the left and roll back out to the right, but then sophomore outside linebacker Cedric Polk was right there in his face, and Silv just kind of slid down so he didn't take the hit, but that's a big loss right there. So a nice tackle for a loss for your sophomore outside linebacker Cedric Polk.
Pushes them back about 9 yards all the way back to the 20-yard line. That'll be the 21-yard line officially, so we'll call it 2nd and 20. Well, 2nd and 19. Silv will have an empty backfield now. Sends a man in motion. That is Young Jr. Here is the snap. Fakes it to Young and will keep it himself. So he tries to fight for some yardage, and he will not get many.
You asked me as we started the second quarter if we've seen anything kind of, our read on the game and what's encouraging. And Look, the Jacket defense is fighting hard right now. We were down 14-0 pretty early in the game. One big play and one long touchdown run were kind of all they had. They've played pretty strong for the most part. Just 2 big plays have been the difference.
3rd and long for the Wildcats now. Still from the shotgun. Gets the snap, looking to throw. He does. That is going to be to Evans, and Evans is at the 25-yard line. Going to be tripped up at the 25, and it is going to be 4th down for the Wildcats. 4:51 left here in this first half. Walker 14, Denham Springs 0. But as you mentioned, this Yellow Jackets defense, on the first drive, they just hit a great pass down the field. Other than that, this defense has been playing pretty hard.
They did. Great job right there by Mason Varese on that screen. He was the outside leverage. If he'd have dipped inside, they could have got to the sideline and picked up the first down, but he held his ground. Kai Dwaron come from an inside, Mason Varese on the outside to make that tackle.
Sends out Hill to punt this away for the Wildcats. It is Mason Varese back to receive. Here it is the snap. Punt is off. Hits around the 45-yard line. Varese will pick it up at the 37. Gets to the 40. Stays on his feet. We push out of bounds about the 45. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, L. King Company, Danny Pauline with 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Sport Clips, and Karam Inn. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start this drive from their own 45-yard line. 4:07 left here in the second quarter. Here is Horn, rolls to his left, looks to throw. He does, has Varese. Varese gets to midfield and be pushed out of bounds. Looks like it will be in Walker territory. Nice first down play right there by the Yellow Jackets.
You know, we've gotten a few Big Mike's plugs. We've got our Small Sliders halftime report ready for that, but we need some Brandy Robertson plugs now. We ain't heard from her a lot lately, and so I'd love to hear Brandy Robertson plug at the end of this drive.
Absolutely. Going to be 2nd and 5 from midfield. They say Varese stepped out at midfield. It will be Horn from the shotgun. Byers in the backfield, fakes the handoff to Byers, looks to throw. Ball is tipped up in the air, and it will fall to the turf. Thank goodness, as that ball was up for grabs there for a second.
I think we were trying to hit Tylen Haynes on the inside. He was the inside of 3 receivers, and he ran a little hitch over the middle. And we've had some success, little play-action pass, and find Haynes over the middle, dump it quickly. But good job by Patrick McKenzie, the senior linebacker for Walker. Got his hands up, and that ball batted high in the air, and that was dangerous for a little while.
Going to be 3rd and 5 from midfield for Denham Springs. Horn looking to throw, fires it, and it is going to be incomplete.
No, it was just it was complete.
Yes.
But we moved on the play. That's tough because that was a great job by Horn. We had a blitzer in his face, and he got rid of it quickly to Mason Varese, who was running a slant over the middle. And I know some Walker defenders had kind of stopped, but that completion was going to be made. But they were blowing it dead right as the ball snapped. Somewhere there was a false start. Don't know if it was a receiver, a lineman, running back. I didn't see where it happened, but that was a tough break because we had at least gotten the first down there and maybe potential for a big play.
Makes it 3rd and 10 after the 5-yard penalty against the Yellow Jackets. 3rd and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Horn waits for the snap from the shotgun. Byers in the backfield. Here is the snap. He rolls, looks to throw. He does. Has Haynes at the Walker 45. He's at the 40, the 35, and into the 35-yard line of Walker. It is first down for the Yellow Jackets. Make that another Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. You can cater your next party at Big Mike's. Check out Big Mike's catering menu.
Nice job by Horn rolling out to his right. He had 2 options mainly. We had Mason Varese, who was breaking out to the sideline, or Tylen Haynes, who hooked up on the inside of the hashes, and he found Haynes open in the hole right there, and a great shot and a good job on 3rd and long.
3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Horn out of the shotgun, gets a snap. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Steps up, gets to the 35. Going to stay on his feet at the 30. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2:53 left in this first half. Walker 14, Denham Springs 0, but you are seeing one heck of an effort right here by the Yellow Jackets on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, we're getting it right there, man. We had a chance. I think we were about to take a deep shot to Mason Varese, who was running down the field, but, man, Horn needed about 1 more second to get rid of that ball, just a little bit longer. Didn't have a chance, but Horn did a good job of scrambling away from the rush and getting a positive gain.
2nd down and 4. 27-yard line of the Wildcats for the Yellow Jackets. Horn from the shotgun will get the snap, will hand it off to Hudson Byers. Byers will be bottled up, and then it will spin around and get back to the line of scrimmage, where it'll be third down.
Yeah, the Jacket offensive line's having a tough time with this Walker front. I've mentioned that a few times. That on passes, Horns had pressure in his face and haven't opened up a lot of running room in the run game. Walker's doing a good job of getting up in there and having a lot, guys stuffing the run game. And then when we pass, they're getting some pressure on us without a whole lot of time for Horn to scan the field and look for open receivers.
3rd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Wildcat 27-yard line. Horn gets the snap, going to throw it, looking downfield from Mason Maurice. Going to be a flag on the play. As that was about as obvious as it could be. I think Ray Charles could have seen that one if he was here, but it was going to be pass interference against the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was the shot earlier. It looked like we was about to take to Mason Maurice 2 plays ago. Well, that time we had time to get it off and get it downfield. And Mason Maurice, a lot of contact, banging on him, trying to slow him down. And so going to be pass interference against Walker. And the Jackets are now moving it into the red zone. And so we were wanting a Brandy Robertson plug. And here we are going to be 15 yards away, 12 yards away. Referee can't figure out where to spot it. Let's say 13 yards away when they do spot it. 1st and 10 at the Walker 13-yard line. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first half. The clock will not be an issue for us. We got plenty of timeout, so it's just a matter of putting the ball in the end zone and getting 10 yards within 4 downs.
14-yard line of the Wildcats 14-yard line of the Wildcats for the Yellow Jackets. Horn from the shotgun rolls, looks to throw, throws it towards the end zone to Tyler Haynes. Going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that could have been a touchdown right there. Haynes was running a little bit of a corner route. Horn threw it to him quickly right at the front of the end zone, and as Haynes got his eyes around, got his hands up, both hands on the football, but wasn't able to bring it in. That was very close to a touchdown for the Jackets.
All right, it is. Yeah, that was it was a nice throw by Horn, no doubt. Going to be 2nd down now for the Yellow Jackets, 2nd and 10. Horn from the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks to throw quickly. Haynes has it at the 10, he's at the 5, spins around, and he is in for the touchdown! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Just a regular bubble screen out to the right, and Tyler Haynes gets it, and a great block in front of him. Peyton Puffer helped give him a little bit of room, and then Haynes ran through 2 tacklers about the 3-yard line and kept his momentum going into the end zone, so that we will get that Brandy Robertson scoring drive here in a little bit.
You're dang right about that, buddy. Sends out Johnny Bravo to attempt the extra point. Horn will be the holder. Here's a snap. Hold is down.
Jerseys, but
all right, so Bravo will have to attempt the extra point now, just a tad bit further. Here is a snap. Kick is up, end over end, and extra point is good. Yellow Jackets get on the board. It is 14-7. Wildcats are in the lead, but Yellow Jackets get a score. We're back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in Yellow Jackets football. It is going to be Yellow Jackets waiting for our Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive. Brandy Robert State Farm Insurance scoring drive for auto, home, and health. It's Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance. Team members include Justin Summerall, Amanda Cook, Pauline Incardis, Nikki Giachetti, and Christina Watson. Visit betterwithbrandy.net. Bravo will kick it off from the 40-yard line, end over end. Hits at the 35-yard line. It is going to be Young Jr. on the return. He'll get to the 40. It will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, but give us that first scoring drive if you could, Mitch.
Yes, sir. So glad to get this one going. So we got a 2-minute and 11-second drive. The Yellow Jackets went 55 yards. Finished off with a 13-yard Jerry Horn to Tylen Haynes touchdown pass. And with 158 left on the clock in the first half, the Jackets have cut the Walker lead in half, and we trail 14-7.
And it is going to be 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. They will start this drive from their own 40-yard line. Silv will have it from the shotgun. Here is the snap. Looks to throw. He does. Throws on the run. And It is going to be, I'm sorry, we're just having some.
Yep, get a little, for those that are watching on YouTube right there, there we go, trying to get it fixed back up right there. But Asia Rutherford caught the pass for Walker. Big play for Walker, man, a lot of cushion. I know we didn't want to let anybody get behind us on that one, but we were dropped way off just then on that with our cornerback over there, Caden Anderson, and they were able to hook up at about 15 yards and then get about 20-yard gain on first down.
All right, going to be second down now for the, first down for the Wildcats. Sorry, we just got a lot of commotion up here, folks. We're trying to do it the best we can right now under some difficult circumstances. Going to be to the 46-yard line. They'll lose a few yards on the carry for the Wildcats. And we've got a timeout on the
Jackets
field.
calling them timeout. We're trying to get the ball back before half. We want to tie it.
You're right about that. It'll be a timeout called by Denham Springs. We will take it with them, and we are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Bank Plus, together with Zelle, makes it easy to send money straight from your smartphone to friends, family, the yard guy, babysitters, or millions of others with access to Zelle. So yeah, pretty much anyone. And of course, they can all send you money too. Settle that dinner tab with Zelle. It's free, fast, and secure. And right in the Bank Plus mobile app. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC. Zelle is available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, it is going to be second down and about 12 for the Wildcats. It'll be from the Denham Springs 46-yard line. Minute 8 left here in this first half rather. And it is going to be Silv, empty backfield, looks to throw. Throws it downfield. It is going to be caught at the 35-yard line. That will bring up third down now for the Wildcats.
Another completion to Asia Rutherford. Found a hole in the Jacket zone defense right there on the inside.
Going to be third down, and it will be a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. They will take their second of the half, and we will take it with them back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner in Denham Springs is Quick and Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family owned and operated by Scooter and Kay Keene, and serving Livingston Parish for 50 years. Quick and Handy Cleaners at 397 East Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, second timeout called by Denham Springs, and it will be third and short now for the Wildcats. It'll be third and about 49 seconds left here in this first half before it sends us to the Small Sliders halftime report. Coach Hop will be coming in, but we will recap this first half in an exciting one from Wildcat Stadium. On third and 1, Yellow Jackets 35-yard line. Still going to keep it himself. He's going to be hit at the 35, spins around, will get to the 34, and it looks like it may be just enough for a first down.
Yeah, that Jacket timeout, I don't believe, was trying to stop the clock in hopes that we get it back for the half. Coach Beard saw it was they went from second and long to third and short, and we didn't have enough big guys up front to try and stop the run on third and short. So probably a wise use of a timeout in that spot.
Will be Silv on first and 10. Yellow Jacket 33-yard line. He is going to look to throw, takes a shot down the field. Wide open receiver at the 5 and in for the touchdown. On the reception is Austin Workman, and the touchdown for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they had a spread out, empty formation, and with 3 receivers up top, there was a little slant and a wheel route with the middle guy worked to the sideline, then turned up, blown coverage somewhere. We had nobody running with him at all. Not sure if that's the backup safety spot, as I mentioned before, with Deshaun McBride not being in the game, out with an injury this week. Got injured last week against Dutchtown, but we definitely didn't have anybody deep on that far right side of the field as they were wide open, nobody there to cover them.
That is going to send out Niall Allen to attempt the extra point. Here's a snap. Kick is up, end over end, and it is good. 27 seconds left here in the half. It is Wildcats 21, Denham Springs 7. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
You already know that State Farm agent Brandy Robertson offers great service. But what you probably didn't know is that State Farm also has surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. In fact, customers call them jaw-dropping. And the surprise isn't reserved for just some. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Just be sitting down when you do. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, it is going to be Walker to kick it off to the Yellow Jackets, rather. It is going to be back to receive will be Slade Daigle and Mason Varese for the Yellow Jackets, and it is Sam Punts to kick it off for the Wildcats, has it teed up at the 40-yard line.
Just watching the coaches talking on the sideline right there, looked like Caden Anderson, our backup cornerback who's playing in place of Brian Hawkins, is maybe the spot that didn't get back to his deep third of the field.
Punts will step up, kicks it off from the 40, end over end to the 35, and that's where it'll be down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets with 26 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, fair catch there by our junior Grant Crane. They're keeping the ball out of Mason Varese's hands, not kicking it deep to him anymore. Remember, he almost popped a really big one on the opening kickoff. Well, not, I guess the first time Walker kicked off in the game. We kicked off to start the game. But they've refused to kick it deep after that. So Grant Crane, one of the upbacks, did a good job catching it. Jacket ball to 35-yard line.
All right, Yellow Jackets with one timeout left and 26 seconds left on the clock. We'll start at 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. They will work it from their own 35. It will be Horn from the shotgun. Here is the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Still looking downfield. Now we'll throw it. Going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Ethan Knuckles, and it is second down. Stops the clock with 18 seconds.
Horn did a good job there, rolling out to his right and kind of, avoided a little bit of a rush early on, and then kept his eyes downfield and tried to find Knuckles dragging across the field about 15 yards downfield, and just wasn't able to hook up with the connection.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Got a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick one with them. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs clinic located at 145 Aston Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, it is going to be first time out called by Walker, I believe, right? Want to help me out there, Mitch? Is that right?
That was Walker that called that one. They're trying to get their defense straight. The coaches on the Walker sideline didn't look pleased with the coverage on that play. So that was let's get this straight here before they give up a big one.
Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 35-yard line of their own 35-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. Waits for the snap. He gets it. Steps up. Has pressure coming. He's going to be escaped the pressure. He's still on his feet at the 30-yard line. Comes to the near sideline. 35. He pushed out of bounds around the 40. We'll see where they mark him down, but that stops the clock with 5. Well, they haven't stopped the clock. I guess they
didn't get out of bounds.
Okay, I thought he got out of bounds. Coming to the near sideline. That will do it for first half action. That will send us to Small Sliders Halftime Report, brought to you by Small Sliders, now open in Denham Springs. Perfect for tailgating. It is Small Sliders party pack of 25 sliders and a tray of fries. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs. Walker 21, Denham Springs 7. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Forest Grove Plantation, Liberty Auto Sales, Shea Landry Closing Attorney, Milestone Title, Triton Outpatient Clinic, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, and Duke Seafood and Steakhouse. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Demco wants to give you the knowledge to get power smart. Simple tips that can help you conserve energy and save money. Sealing air leaks around windows and doors is a good start. Smart thermostats and improved insulation are great ways to make a bigger difference. There are many more ways to save energy and money. So when you're ready to make a big-time power move, download our free do-it-yourself energy audit checklist at demco.org.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnsignproductions.com are brought to you in part by You Safe and Lock, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, La Casa Casino, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Sport Clips, Buddy's Barbecue, and Safe Voyage Tattoo. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aston Square in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Small Sliders halftime report. It is Walker 21, Denham Springs 7 at the half, and I am now joined by John Fine. And John, recap how that first half went for us.
All right, thanks, Josh. First quarter went for Walker. Much of the second quarter, the Jackets played evenly with Walker, if not had the better of play, but a late touchdown for Walker extended a 7-point lead back to 14. Scoring started out with the Wildcats with a 63-yard pass from Silv to Evans with 10:44 left to be played in the first quarter, 7-0 Wildcats. Then a 38-yard touchdown run by Young Jr. with 4:56 left. 14-0 is the score. That's the score at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter started out in difficult fashion for the Jackets as they had a punt blocked, and Walker, which is starting out in great field position much of the first quarter, had the ball at Denham Springs 42. But on 4th and 11 from the Jackets 27, Silv throws incomplete. Jackets take over at their 27. Denham has to punt the ball away, but they're able to get the better of field position, and on their ensuing drive, they start out on the 45-yard line, and they cap it off with a horn pass to Haynes from 12 yards out with 1:56 left in the first half, 14-7 Walker. But the Jackets have a bust defensively. Silv to Workman from 33 yards out. Walker goes up 21-7 with 26 seconds left. That's our halftime score. Jackets down 21-7.
John, special weekend coming up for some of our good friends with Family Radio 91.9 FM tomorrow. I know you kind of wanted to tell some people about that.
Oh, absolutely, Josh. Thank you so much. Duilio Canosa is just so wonderful to work with. The station general manager, Lamine Figueroa, who handles our broadcast. They do such a wonderful job. They're such a pleasure to work with. And they are celebrating their 15th year anniversary on the air for Family Radio. And they're going to have a celebration at Victory Harvest Church to start at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We invite everyone to come on down to help pay tribute to this wonderful radio station and some really, really nice, kind, intelligent, hardworking people, which is something to say because we have not always had that with Denham Springs radio broadcast. Thanks, Josh.
Knuckleheads.
That's right. There you go.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, John will be joined by Coach Hop for his second visit of the season. Stay with us. More of the Small Sliders halftime report after this.
You have a go-to doctor for your sick Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnsteinproductions.com are brought to you in part by Pony Up Restorations, Shea Landry Closing Attorney Milestone Title, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, Adams Smoke Shop, Brian Ross, owner, OK Confused and Auto Sales, and Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We are again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The News also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. ServPro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is ServPro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at ServPro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. ServPro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so ServPro is faster to any disaster. ServPro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. ServPro.
Halftime of Yellow Jackets football, Denham Springs trailing Walker 21-7. It is the Small Sliders halftime report. My name is John Fine, and we are joined by Coach Hop. That would be Trev Hopkins, the head baseball coach with the Yellow Jackets. And Coach, like clockwork, you're at this ball game. You're at virtually every Denham Springs football game, home or road. Talk about doing that, and we appreciate you because you're our go-to guy on the road a lot.
I appreciate it, yeah, and whenever time you need a fill-in, I'm your guy, but anytime we can be at a ball game, we're going to come watch our guys and support them, and there's only been a couple in the last 3 years I've missed, yeah.
Talk about the camaraderie that exists in the Denham Springs Athletic Department with Brett Beard, not only the football coach, but the athletic director, and how he's so critical, not only for the football team, but across the entire spectrum, and how that helps you out as a head baseball coach.
Yeah, it's a tight-knit community with all his coaches. As a matter of fact, Coach Rudy, the girls' basketball coach, I think they just got done playing Live Oak in basketball and had a good showing, and I picked him up, and he rode up here with me.
Oh, good. Fantastic. So they beat Live Oak.
They didn't keep a score.
Oh, they didn't keep score, but they look good. Okay.
I think they did pretty good, yeah.
All right, outstanding. Well, both of y'all are silver-tongued devils. We'll enjoy talking to Coach Rudy as well. And since we're talking about basketball, how about Coach Cap and the Texas Rangers' Josh Smith, who is Coach Cap's nephew? So
yeah,
Coach is going to get to look at a World Series ring sometime in the winter.
Isn't that awesome?
Unbelievable.
Yes, that's really cool. I hope I need to talk to him and see if I can get him to come talk to the guys one day.
That would really be terrific. Fantastic. Now, talk a little bit about what your off-season entails, where you are right now, and talk about heading into the first ball game for you.
Yeah, we just finished Squattober on Halloween.
Okay.
So we maxed out and all that. Guys got a lot stronger. we're in that phase now, trying to gain as much weight as we can, as much strength as possible. And the next week or two, that's when we really start working some more speed, agility, but still trying to get stronger as well and getting our arms in shape. Pitchers just started throwing bullpens a little bit and working on some pitch design. And we haven't stopped working on swings since school started. So that's it's an everyday thing. And whenever football gets over with and they get rested up, those guys will come over and they'll jump in with us.
How many guys you got playing on the football team?
A good bit. I would say somewhere around 10 total that's on the high school JV varsity team.
Terrific. So what's the difference between being in football shape and in baseball shape?
I think it's like with all the sports. When you get primed up for the season, like you're as chiseled as you're going to be, and then when you get into the season with all the high level practices you got and your games, you don't get to pump the iron quite as much and everything. You're in game shape, and then when they come over from there to another sport, even baseball or to football or whatnot, they gotta get their body back primed up, ready to go with a lot of other people that are healthy.
All right, the late great Hank Aaron, John Milner, MC. I'm going to drop the hammer on you, okay? Because you have John Milner, who was nicknamed the Hammer, one-time baseball player, first baseman, had okay years with the Bucks and the Mets, and of course everyone knows about Hank Aaron, for a while, the all-time home run leader, still the leader for those that didn't use steroids, but nevertheless, Hammer and Hank Aaron with the Braves and the Brewers, so we just dropped the hammer for you. That's a personal request of yours, Coach, so you'll explain to me off the air about what that means. Now, let's talk a little bit about the World Series that just took place. When was the first time that you watched the Baseball World Series? Do you know what age you are at about?
Wow. I don't remember who it was, but I was like 8, 9 years old. I'd watch the Cardinals, but I had to watch the Braves just because I was in North Mississippi. They were on TV the most, them and the Cubs. But, yeah, ever since I was a little kid.
Okay. Well, the Braves got to the World Series, I think, a couple of times.
They did.
And won it first in 1995. That broke a long streak of their making postseason, but really not doing a whole bunch after that. All right.
They had a fantastic pitching staff.
I'll talk about, well, you got Glavine, you got Smoltz, and you got
Steve Avery,
and you got
Glavine,
and you
had Mark Wohlers too.
Wait! You missed the key guy, Coach.
You already said John Smoltz.
We said Smoltz,
Glavine, Maddox,
Avery,
Greg
Maddox.
Yes,
there you go.
They had a staff. They were unbelievable.
Have you ever seen a tactician like Greg Maddox? I mean, the way he would really understand the game of baseball, incredible to me.
Yeah, I heard a story one time about him that on game day, he's right-handed, and on game day he would do nothing with his right hand. He would drive with his left hand, drink his coffee with his left hand. Now, it may not be true, but that's the story I was told. And he wouldn't do nothing with his right hand until he started getting loose.
Now, is that superstition, or do you think that there was some physiological connection between him being such a great pitcher and not using his right arm to do anything but pitch on game days?
John, if a pitcher comes up to me and tells me every time he eats barbecue nachos he throws a perfect game, we're going to stick with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Now, Game 5 of the World Series you got a chance to watch. Talk about the leather that's being displayed by both of those teams.
Yeah, that was a good game all the way around. Like the hits came when you need them. Pitchers throwing a no-no through 6. And, that was a really good game. You didn't think the bats were going to wake up. And then with the Rangers, the last inning or two, they wake up and it starts banging all over the place.
Now explain this to me, how the Rangers and the Diamondbacks during the regular season, they're not the best teams in baseball based on quantifiable metrics, as in the amount of wins they have. Heck, the Diamondbacks won only 83 games, if I'm not mistaken. The Rangers won 90 games. And I think baseball's a lot different than the other sports as far as that goes. Generally speaking, not all the time, but the teams in football that have great regular seasons will quite often prevail in postseason. And in baseball, that's different than, let's say, football or basketball. What's the difference with baseball?
Well, in baseball, an MLB team can spend more money than anybody else and not win. And it's just somebody's got to let that little bitty white ball loose, and it goes in the air, and somebody's got to hit it. And there's just so many variables that can happen. A ball gets hit and it's 2 inches to the left or 2 inches to the right. There's a difference in scoring 2 runs and not scoring any.
But you think that there are managers that are better equipped for postseason than the regular season? Maybe Bruce Bochy, who is terrific in both capacities with the Giants, but now he comes to the Rangers and all of a sudden they win in his first year. And there are a lot of other things that go into it. But what about the job that Bochy has done?
Sure, yeah. I mean, he's that's 4 or 5?
That's 4, I think. 4 World Series championships.
And, there's something to be said for that. Somebody that can have a group of guys that make that much money to buy in together. They was talking about it after the series, and they said they had a hard time getting any of Bochy's players to talk about themselves in the interviews. All they were doing was talking about their teammates when asked about how good they did, and that is definitely culture.
Absolutely. Okay, back to Denham Springs baseball. How close are you to figure out what your lineup's going to look like?
Oh, wow. I got guys still over there clanging and banging out there right now. So
you haven't even looked at it yet?
Oh, I look at it every day.
Okay.
I'm running out of expo markers. I look at it so much. But, yeah, when those guys get out there and they get acclimated to it and back in the groove, I'm hoping by the time middle of January we'll know what's going on. We got about 2 or 3 positions where there's some guys really battling it out, and that's going to be really fun to see how that plays out.
Now, you were a terrific baseball player, but a terrific football player in high school. In fact, you set the record for the longest field goal in your high school, which was broken earlier in this year.
Thanks for bringing that up. I appreciate it.
Well, you first told me about it, so don't blame me.
That was a few weeks ago, and you're coming back to it.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Okay.
All right.
Let old dogs lie or rest or something like that. All right, sorry about that.
No,
I understand.
I'm proud for the kid. I really am. That's really awesome for him.
So talk about the direction that your career has taken. If things had worked out differently, could you be coaching football?
I like football,
right?
But I think the way all these sports have gone, you have to train so much, and being a head coach in a bigger sport, it's really hard to do another one in the off season because you got so many guys that are depending on you to be there to train them. But I love football. I have to stand off to the side because if somebody breaks loose down the sidelines, I want to tackle him,
Hey, what's really impressive, look at this crowd that Denham Springs has brought tonight. I think the Jackets have as big a turnout as the Walker side.
I agree, and our student section. Our town is awesome. Denham Springs is a big, huge supporter of everything for our kids, and for them to be here in this moment right here, just shows how special this group and this community is.
Talk about the new digs you have. I know that you still are thrilled once again playing in a new home ballpark.
It's beautiful. Yeah, like we're able to hit and we're able to lift weights, we're able to throw. If it's raining, it doesn't matter. And it's not just that we got a roof over our head, it's that we have everything we need. And bouncing back off what we're talking about, this community, when we do fundraisers, the parents and the kids and the community do so much to make it even feasible for us to have the things we have. And it's top notch. I don't even know if that's the right word for it. Everything is amazing.
It really is. First class. I mean,
Yes.
However you put it, yeah, it's unbelievable. We see that with the support for our football broadcast year in, year out. People just want to back the Jackets, and that's sort of what we've seen. Okay, first half, talk about it. What do the Jackets have to do to climb back in this thing? Down only by 2 scores, not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I would think that 2 of those scores are just little deep balls that kind of busted open for them. They got them open. That, we got a shot. It's 21-7. This is a ball game. Our defense is playing physical. Our offense, we're moving the ball. There's some passes that are getting completed and some that have been dropped on some hits that are just tough plays. I think both sides, it's a freaking war going on right now, and I love it. I think we got a real good shot.
Well, the Jackets had the better of it for much of the second quarter, and then that late touchdown for Walker.
That's right.
Little bust in the secondary, and as you mentioned, 2 pass plays and also the big running play. Coach, keep up the great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on, John. I appreciate it.
Okay, drop the hammer. That's Coach Hop. I'm John Fine.
Go Jackets.
It is the Small Sliders halftime report. Josh Ward, Mitch Covington when we return after this pause on Yellow Jackets football.
And then on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Denham Springs, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, the Law Office of Ivy L. Graham, and Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is right here in Denham Springs to help you select the right protection at the right price. Brandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages, so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Brandy Robertson, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want a good deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Small Sliders halftime report. Yellow Jackets trailing 21-7 to the Walker Wildcats. Week 10 action here from Wildcat Stadium. Josh Ward now joined again by Mitch Covington. Mitch, I went to a little halftime change myself because we've done this long enough to know, I got ready for some snow.
The temperature's dropping. But if we checked the weather report, we knew kind of ahead of time that it was going to start comfortable, and then by the time the second half hit, it's going to be a little bit colder. So week 10, that normally happens in Louisiana, although this year, we haven't had many cool nights at all.
Not at all. But that will do it for the Small Sliders halftime report, brought to you by Small Sliders. For tailgating, it's that Small Sliders Party Pack. 25 Small Sliders with a tray of fries. Small Sliders, Aspen Square, and Denham Springs. Getting ready for second half action here from Wildcat Stadium. Mitch, real quick, keys to the second half for the Yellow Jackets to get back into this one.
Yeah, we had a little bit of momentum right there, scoring with under 2 minutes left in the first half, and would have been great just to take that momentum to halftime, but Walker did a great job in their 2-minute offense and got 7 more on the board. So they're up 14, but the Jackets get the ball first, and if you could just get it within a score to get to the fourth quarter, get it within a one-score game, so let's play this quarter and outscore them, but at least by a touchdown in this third quarter, make it a tight game in the fourth, and then anything can happen at that point.
All right, so that will do it. We'll get ready for second half action here from Wildcat Stadium, and it will be, again, the Wildcats are kicking off to the Yellow Jackets.
We were talking about the weather change and all that. It's kind of cold, but not as cold as I remember a few years back. Trey Satcher and I sitting up on top of a press box. We're on top of press box here at Walker, but we're on top of press box at Scotlandville in week 10, and It was really cold at that one. And then, of course, speaking of Trace, 40 years ago today, Denham Springs High School completed an undefeated regular season, beat Covington High School 40 years ago today to finish regular season 10-0, and that was the only undefeated regular season for the Jackets, I believe.
Sam Ponce kicks it off from the 40-yard line, and we are underway from Wildcat Stadium. It bounces off the Yellow Jacket defender, and I think there's going to be Walker football, and it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. My goodness, not the way you want to start the second half, Mitch.
No, well, we were talking about keys to the second half, and it definitely wouldn't have been let's drop the opening kickoff to the second half and give Walker a free possession. But that's where we are. So this defense is going to have to step up and do a good job here. Walker with some momentum at this point, scoring right before the half, and now they recover the sky kick that we were unable to bring in. And so Walker starting with ball in Yellow Jacket territory.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. It will be from the Yellow Jacket 43-yard line with Sill from the shotgun. Looks to throw. He does. Going to be incomplete at the Yellow Jacket 38-yard line. And I mean, I don't even know what to say.
Just kind of been a a synopsis of the season so far. Every time you get a little bit of momentum, something just kind of bites shoot yourself in the foot just a little bit, and that right there kind of an unforced error just by not catching the kickoff.
Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Silv will send a man in motion. Going to keep it himself now. He will get to the 41-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good job right there, stopping the quarterback run. TJ Silv trying to fake a jet sweep, going to the right, little quarterback counter, coming back left. Jackets did a good job right there. Rancher Miller helping get in on the tackle, forcing a 3rd and long. So Jacket defense has been up to the challenge so far on this possession.
Going to be 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. They will have it from the Denham Springs 41-yard line. It will be Silv from the shotgun. Here is the snap. He will drop back. He is looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He is going to be hit, and he is going to be brought down, or actually rather stood up for a sack, and it is going to be 4th and long now for the Wildcats. So,
yeah, good pass rush. Yeah, yes. Good pass rush by the Jackets right there. And then, as you were saying, Trevor Lewis getting there and make the sack. But you get a little bit of shock to the system when you drop the kickoff to start the second half, and Walker starts with the ball in your territory. But not only did the Jackets hold ground, they backed them up, and that's they lost about 4 yards on this possession as they bring the punt team out.
It will bring out the punt team on 4th and 13. It will be Hill to punt it away for the Wildcats. It is Mason Varese back to receive. He stands about his own 10-yard line. Here is the snap. Hill will get the punt off. Nice high sky punt. Will hit at the 15 and will take a bounce and will be down by the Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all-world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 10-18 left here in the 3rd quarter. It is Horn from the shotgun from his own 15-yard line. Here is the snap, trying to get it to Varese, and it is going to be incomplete.
Yep, so a great job by the Jacket defense after the turnover. You come out of half not expecting to run on the field for defense, and then there they are. Hey, hurry up, defense, let's get out there. Great job, made a good stand. The only thing we did is lost probably what would have been about 20 yards of field position, but they did their job, and so now it's up to the offense to kind of move it back down the field.
It will be 2nd down and 10. It will be 16-yard line, the official line of scrimmage, not the 15. I'll correct myself. 2nd and 10 from their own 16-yard line now. Jerry Horn from the shotgun will send a man in motion. That will be Haynes going to the near side. It will be a pass to Haynes. Haynes gets to the 15, to the 20, stiff arms, and will get to about the 25-yard line. It may be enough for a 1st down. We'll wait to see where the mark is, and waiting for the signal, and they're going to say...
There it is.
Yes, 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. That's the Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets 1st down. Big Mike's has live music on the weekend, so check that out at Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill.
Nice job by Tylen Haynes because he came out and called a swing pass coming to the right, came in motion from the left side of the formation to the right. Horn hit him in stride in the backfield, and he ran through about 2 or 3 tackles. He got hit about 4 yards short of the 1st down, but he kept driving forward and picked up the yards needed.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 26-yard line. It is Horn from the shotgun. Looking to throw. Fires at middle of the field to Varese to the 32-yard line. Nice 1st down play right there by the Yellow Jackets. So I like the Yellow Jackets. No panic here. Played good defense. Let the offense get back out there. It's like it never happened.
They've done a good job. That's right. Right back to where we would have been to start the possession. So we've done a good job. That's right. And we've done a good job here of finding the inside receiver in our formation. A guy line up in the slot, kind of right, maybe working on outside linebackers or, strong safeties for the Walker defense. We've done a good job of that tonight.
It is going to be 2nd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Here's a handoff, R.J. Johnson. He spins around at the 30-yard line. There's flags on the play as he still continues to fight. He'll be shy of the 35-yard line, but it looks to be a face mask against Walker.
Yep, R.J. was fighting for yards, and as one of the Wildcat defenders reached out, they got a handful of face masks, so we're going to march that up 15 yards. Going to be right near midfield. And so far tonight, anytime we've crossed midfield, we've scored a touchdown every time. So if we can do that again, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, we would be happy with that. Everybody in Yellow Jacket Nation would be happy with that. including all of us up here on top of this lovely open air press box that we have here at Walker High School. Appreciate Walker accommodating us as they always do, though. It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from midfield. Make that a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Jackets first down. Visit Big Mike's website and check it out on Facebook. That's Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets midfield. Horn from the shotgun. One receiver out to either side, sends Paul in motion. Horn going to keep it himself, makes a move, gets into Wildcat territory, so he brought down inside the 45-yard line. We'll see where they will mark him down. And it is going to be a nice first down run by Jerry Horn.
About a 7-yard play, yeah.
Yep.
Jerry Horn, once again, on a design quarterback run. Bring the Britton Paul, the running back, bring him out in motion out wide to the left. And then as Horn took the snap, got a little quarterback power off the left side of that offensive line. And a good job over there by those Jacket offensive linemen leading the way in front of Jerry Horn.
Going to be 2nd down and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. 43-yard line of the Wildcats. Horn from the shotgun looking to throw, throws it to Peyton Puffer. Peyton Puffer gets it, makes a move. Makes a defender spin around with him, and he will be brought down at the 42. Looks like they'll give him about a yard on the carry. Makes it 3rd and short now here for the Yellow Jackets.
Going to be 3rd and 2, and I'm going to go ahead and say we're facing 2-down territory. Just knowing that we have crossed midfield now and where we are with the in this stage of the game, being down 14. Now, plenty of time, no time to panic, but I just think this is probably a 2-down territory for us.
7:36 left here in the 3rd quarter. 21-7. Wildcats with the lead, and it is 3rd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets from the 42-yard line of Walker. Horn going to keep it himself. Gets to the 40, to the 35. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I tell you what, I don't know if that was a designed run for Jerry Horn, but Walker really stacked the inside of the Jacket, formation. They had 2 linebackers in the A-gap, and they got pressure in the backfield. Horn faked a handoff to Britton Paul and took off around the left end. He beat the cornerback, cutting back inside, and sprinted upfield the rest of the 42 yards for a touchdown. And like I said, that may have been a little bit on his own. I don't know if that was called or not, but that was an excellent run by Jerry Horn.
Bravo will come out to attempt the extra point. Jerry Horn, after scoring the touchdown, will be the holder. As he is in position, he waits for the snap, gets it. Here's a hold. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. Extra point is good. Yellow Jackets within 7, 14-21. Wildcats with the lead. We're back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Danny Pauline of 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet, Sport Clips, DJ Pawn and Gun, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, and L. Chain Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, it is going to be a touchdown by Jerry Horn, and we will wait for the Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive as John will get it over here to Mitch. Thank you, John. Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance for auto, home, and health. It is Brandy Robertson State Farm. Team members include Justin Summerall, Amanda Cook, Pauline Incardis, Nikki Giachetti, and Christina Watson. Visit betterwithbrandy.net. We'll wait for the kickoff here, and then Mitch will get that for us. It is Bravo to kick it off from the 40, end-over-end kick to the spot at the 30. Ball hits the turf, going to be picked up, and it is going to be down, and it will be first down for the Wildcats. But hit us with that drive, if you could, Mitch.
Yes, the Yellow Jackets went 84 yards on the scoring drive. It took 2 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock and finished off with a Jerry Horn 42-yard run on 3rd and 2. And so with 7:48 left in the 3rd quarter, the Yellow Jackets have closed the Walker lead down to 21-14.
All right, and it will be first down for the Wildcats now. Excuse me, first down for the Wildcats. It'll be from the 29-yard line. They will start this one at their own 29 with 7:14 left in the 3rd quarter, and they find themselves in quite a fight here from Wildcat Stadium. Still from the shotgun, empty backfield. We'll send a man in motion now. That is going to be Young Jr., who lines up in the backfield. Silv gets the snap. We'll hand it to Young. Young Jr. coming to the near sideline. Gets pushed out of bounds at the 31.
Yeah, good job. The Jacket defense has played pretty strong out there. 2 big plays for Walker's really put up some points on the board, but other than that, they've played pretty strong, especially in the run game.
It will be 2nd down and 8 Silv from the shotgun looks to throw. He does. It is going to be incomplete at the 35-yard line. Intended receiver was Workman for the Wildcats, and it is a quick third down.
Yeah, good job outside linebacker Blaine Gibbs, who was dropping back into his pass coverage. That's a pass defended, even though they didn't see it. He started the line of scrimmage, and then when he saw red pass, he turned to run back upfield to drop to his zone. The ball hit him in the back on the top of the helmet, so deflected it, and that prevented Walker from making a catch right there. But a good job by Gibbs getting back to his cover zone.
It will be 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Silv looking to throw on third down, throws it downfield. It is going to be almost intercepted by Rancher Miller at the at the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line, and the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. Going to be 4th down now for the Wildcats.
And you can sense the momentum right now for the first time in a couple of weeks. I can see the players on the sideline bouncing up and down a little bit. A lot of excitement right now in the crowd. You start the second half, and it's such a kick in the gut to drop the kickoff of the second half, but the defense gets a quick 3 and out. Offense moves the ball 84 yards downfield and scores a touchdown. And now another 3 and out right here by the defense. And so the Jackets really have something going at the moment.
And with 6:40 left in the third quarter, it is 4th and 8 for the Wildcats. That sends out Hill to punt this one away. Varese back to receive. Here is the punt. Varese will catch it on the backwards, so as it went over his head, he gets it. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
It is going to be 1st down for the Yellow Jackets here from their own 33-yard line. Here is the snap, and it is going to be a loss on the play by the Yellow Jackets. Sorry about that, Mitch.
Quickly in the backfield, Patrick McKenzie, outside linebacker for Walker, was back there quickly to get to Hudson Byers before we could get back to the line of scrimmage. So Jackets now playing 2nd and 13.
All right, so that will be 2nd and 13 from their own 30-yard line now for the Yellow Jackets. It will be Horn from the shotgun. Will get the snap, drops back, looks to throw, fires it middle of the field. It is incomplete at the 45-yard line. Intended receiver was Peyton Puffer, and it is now 3rd and 12.
Puffer, the intended receiver, but Patrick McKenzie on the coverage there, so he's having a pretty good game here. Called his name out a few times on the Walker side of the ball, making plays for them, and so 3rd and long situation for the Jackets.
Going to be 3rd and 12 for Denham Springs. And it is going to be Horn. Has to pick up the ball off the ground. Will throw it now. Has Varese. Varese at the 30-yard line will be tackled at the 32. It's 4th down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, just didn't get a real good start to that play. Ball hit the turf on the snap back to Jerry Horn. He picked it up and was able to try and make something out of it, but not a good chance to really read downfield and find any open receiver. So Jackets are now on the punt, and we've mentioned it before this game. I know Trent Harris has done a good job of angle punting it, keeping to the sideline, but Jaden Bardalis has run a punt back for a touchdown in every district game this year. I know we're going to do our best to keep him pinned in on the sideline or kick it out of bounds if possible.
Well, we're going to make sure he doesn't do that in this one. Here is Harrison, gets the punt away, and it is going to go out of bounds. We'll have to see where they mark this one. So it'll be 1st and 10.
Unfortunately, it's a short punt, trying to get it out of bounds, but that's not going to be very far downfield.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats in Yellow Jacket territory. Here it is to, what the heck, I just lost it again. I've said his name all night. Young Junior, geez.
Good job on the Jacket defense. Darius Scott stretching out there toward the sideline, helping to make a tackle.
It is going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats. Yellow Jacket 40-yard line. Got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start against the Wildcats. We'll take that.
So we will take that. They picked up about 4 yards on 1st down. Now we're going to back them up, so they'll be playing 2nd and 11.
It is going to be 2nd down and 11. We like 2nd down and 11.
I like that a lot better than 2nd and 6.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
4:35 left here in the 3rd quarter. It is Walker 21, Denham Springs 14. Giving the Wildcats all they can handle here tonight. 4 receivers set for Silv, as he will have it on 2nd and 11 from the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. Silv will wait for it out of the shotgun. Has McClendon in the backfield. Here is the snap. Still going to keep it himself. Gets to the 45. Will be brought down at the 40-yard line. Jonas Clark in on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. And talk about one of those guys that's been a captain all year, Jonas Clark.
Jonas Clark did a really good job. I was scared when that play developed because it looked like a little bit of a quarterback sweep. They call that pin and pull. You got two, you're going to have a play-side tackle, try and pin it in down, and you're pulling 2 guards to lead out in front of the ball carrier with a quarterback. In this case, T.J. Sill was a ball carrier, and it looked like he had room to run, but Jonas Clark took on one of those guards that were pulling. He got off the block and then also made the tackle, so a great job by him.
Going to be 3rd down from the 40-yard line. Here is Silva looking to throw. He fires it. It is going to be to the 35-yard line. On the reception for the Wildcats, I believe that's a new one. And is that, who is that? 9. That is going to, that's Braden Silvestri.
All right, but
first time we called his number.
That's right. Good. They did get the completion, but it's short of the 1st down, so Walker is facing 4th and 1. And then Jacket's going to try and make a stand right here, as Walker's definitely going to go for it in this situation at the Jacket 35-yard line.
Going to be 4th and a yard. 35-yard line of the Yellow Jackets for the Wildcats. Silv from the shotgun, fix the handoff, going to keep it himself. Gets to the 35, will be brought down for a stop on the play. Yellow Jackets, big defensive stop. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start it at their own 36-yard line. 2:44 left in the 3rd quarter, and the Yellow Jackets trail by 7. Here is Horn. Going to keep it himself. Gets about a yard on the carry.
You know, if you listen to a lot of local sports talk radio, all the rage this year is everyone's talking about why does a team run shotgun in short yardage situation. You know, LSU does it. All the colleges, not just LSU, everybody's doing it. If you predominantly shotgun team, they stay in that on 4th and short, and then that gives a chance for a defense to penetrate. And Kai Dwyer from the inside linebacker spot read it perfectly, got in the backfield, and stopped Silv before he could get a 1st down, really get back to the line of scrimmage at all.
2nd and 9, their own 37-yard line. Here is Horn. It is a pistol formation, end around to Tylen Haynes. Haynes is going to be hit at the 37-yard line for no gain.
That was that reverse we tried earlier in the game and kind of fumbled it right there. Well, that time we didn't fumble it, but it didn't go a whole lot of big yards. Kentrell Scott with a big hit as he met Haynes at the right as he got past the line of scrimmage. And so good try to try and keep him off balance, get the ball out wide, get a receiver on a reverse. But Kentrell Scott doing a great job from his linebacker position.
Going to be 3rd and looks like back to about the original line of scrimmage for the Yellow Jackets at the 36. Horn from the shotgun. Has Paul in the backfield, looks to throw it on 3rd down. He does, and it is going to be caught. And they're going to give the forward progression at the 40-yard line, and it was Haynes on the reception.
Just kind of a tough spot there, though. With 3rd and 11, and all 3 receivers on that side ran a route that didn't get much more than 5 yards downfield. And so, therefore, the pass completion was there, but Walker was quickly rallying to the football and no run after the catch. So, Jackets have to bring out the punt team.
Yep, going to be 4th and about 6 for the Yellow Jackets from the 40-yard line. That will send out Trenton Harrison to punt this one away. It is Bardalis back to receive for the Wildcats. He stands about his own 30-yard line. Here is the snap. Harrison will get the punt away. It will go nice bounce for the Yellow Jackets as it will roll to the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Karam Inn, Triton Outpatient Clinic, La Casa Casino, Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Modad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Forest Grove Plantation, and Billy Leach Professional Title Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. They lead it 21-14 over the Yellow Jackets, and they will start this drive from their own 27-yard line. Silv from the shotgun will get the snap. He is going to hand it off to Workman. Workman will get to the 31.
It's probably McClendon, I believe.
Oh, that is McClendon. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But look, Walker kind of pinned back at their own 26-yard line to start this drive. We haven't said that much. Most of the game has been played on the Jacket side of midfield. Just field positions has kind of been an issue we've dealt with all year long. We haven't been able to, get great field position, and starting position for defense has been kind of rough, and been that way tonight too.
10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the handoff to McClendon. McClendon to the 35. He is going to be hit and will pick up a couple of extra yards as he will put his head down. He will pick up a first down, and it looks like that will do it for third quarter action here from Wildcat Stadium. We head to the fourth. Walker 21, Denham Springs 14. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. It is going to be McClendon out of the backfield, gets across the 40-yard line and up to about the 42. It'll be second down as we head to the fourth quarter. And Mitch, Yellow Jackets showing it and leaving it all out on the field here tonight.
We talked about before the game, are the guys going to come out and play hard? And we felt that they would, and they certainly have done that. And here we are in the fourth quarter in a one-score game.
Second down and 6 from their own 42-yard line. Here is McClendon. He is going to toss it to Young Jr. Young Jr. is going to get to the 44-yard line where it will be third down. Well, you knew one of those plays was coming at some point.
Yeah,
Chad Mahaffey.
Coach Mahaffey always has some kind of gadget play in the game. You kind of expect you're going to see one here or there, and that was a good job by the Jack defense being ready for it. Look, junior Jalen Matoya is playing safety right now, and he didn't even start the game this time, but he has done a good job tonight making tackles from the safety position.
On third down, Silv will get the snap, looking to throw, has pressure coming. He's going to step up now. He gets across midfield, gets to the 45. We brought down at the Yellow Jacket 43-yard line. First down for the Wildcats.
That was a big play, a big scramble by TJ Silv right there. Third down situation. The Jackets have a chance to maybe force a punt. He drops back to pass. Jackets have good coverage. He found a seam in the Jacket rush and was able to take off and make a run. Another tackle by Matoya there from the safety spot, though.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Yellow Jacket 43-yard line now. Silv looking to take a shot on first down. He does, and it is going to be a catch at the 9-yard line. On the reception for the Wildcats is Jamari Evans, and it is 1st and goal just like that.
Evans has had a couple big plays for Walker. Caught the deep pass, I believe, early on for the touchdown, and that was another shot. They got the ball across midfield and went downfield trying to make a big play happen, and he went up and made a great catch.
1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Here is a handoff to Young Jr., and he will get to about the 3-yard line. It will be 2nd and goal.
All right, going to have to try and make a big stand here. 10 minutes left in the game. Jackets down 7. Ball is at the 3-yard line playing second down. So Jacket defense is faced with a challenge here after the big pass completion downfield to Evans. And so see if on second down here we can force another play.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. It will be Silv out of the shotgun. Has McClendon in the backfield with him. Will get the snap. Will give it to McClendon, and McClendon will get in for the touchdown.
Yep, good run off the left side there. McClendon, big, strong, powerful back, found just enough of a hole to find his way to the end zone.
All right, so that will send out Niall Allen to attempt the extra point with 9:41 left here in the fourth quarter. As Allen will wait for it to get lined up. Ball is placed down, and we are ready to get this kick. It is going to be a flag on the Yellow Jackets.
I saw that one. Yeah, that was Mason Maurice trying to get a good jump and block the kick, and he was offsides. So they're going to move it up to the 1.5.
All right, so now Allen will line it up again. And we are ready to go. Here's a snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And extra point is good. 9:41 left in the fourth quarter. Walker 28, Denham Springs 14. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local authorized Steel Outdoor Power Equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service. Corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
28-14, Walker leads over the Yellow Jackets. 9:41 left here in the fourth quarter. We come to you from Wildcat Stadium. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington, and it will be Sam Ponce to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Slade Daigle and Mason Maurice back to receive for the Yellow Jackets, and the ball is teed up at the 40. Ponce will step up, puts a boot into it, and it is a end over and end to the 28-yard line. That is going to be Ethan Knuckles to the 35-yard line, and he'll be tackled shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be first down for the Yellow Jackets. Knuckles on the return.
All right, big drive here for the Jackets. We'll try and stay within reach of this game. Down 14 with 9.5 minutes left. 62 yards away from pay dirt, so looking for a little drive to get down here and close that gap once again.
Yellow Jackets will start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line, trailing by 2 scores. It will be Jerry Horn from the shotgun, has Hudson Byers in the backfield. And Horn will wait for the snap. Sends Byers in motion. We'll get it to Byers now out in the flat, and he will pick up about a yard on the carry as he gets to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, trying to hit Hudson Byers out there on a swing pass from the running back position, but a good job by the outside linebacker for Walker. Eshawn Elfage did a good job fighting off a block and making a tackle for no gain.
Yep, actually thought he picked up a yard there. He did not. It will be 2nd and 10, 38-yard line. I think I had said 37-yard line to start the drive, but it was the 38. It'll be Horn from the shotgun. Sends Haynes in motion. Horn will get the snap. Quarterback keeper. Horn will get to the 40-yard line, so we'll pick up 2 on the carry there.
Fighting for some tough yards, but here we go at 3rd and 8. So we've hit some big third down completions here at some other times. You found Tylen Haynes over the middle one time. Mason Maurice was open once on a slant. We had a little bit of a false start that kind of killed that play. And so maybe something with one of these inside slot receivers trying to work over the middle of the field.
Going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets, their own 40-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. Here is the snap. Rolls, fires it, has Mason Varese at midfield. Varese breaks a tackle and be pushed out of bounds in Wildcat territory. That is a first down for the Yellow Jackets, making it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Big Mike's delivers through Waiter and Grubhub.
Good throw there by Horn, because he threw it before Mason Varese had even made his, cut or kind of looking back to find the ball. Almost a little bit of a back shoulder throw out there on the left sideline. Varese was the middle guy in the trips formation. He worked out wide, and Horn put it right on his back shoulder as Varese looked inside to find the ball. The ball was there hitting him in the chest, and a big first down conversion.
8:07 left here, fourth quarter. 28-14, Wildcats with the lead. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the Wildcat 44-yard line. Here is Horn. Looks like he's going to keep it. Now he spins out of some pressure, looking to throw it. He throws it downfield. It is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Sean Goldman, and it is second down.
Yeah, we've run a lot of design quarterback runs right there, and that was a good little play action off of that. Horn took the snap, ran toward the line of scrimmage, looked like he was trying another little quarterback power play, and then he stepped back. He had Seth Bishop trying to release on the right side down the field, but Walker pressure got to him before we could try to make a pass downfield to Bishop, and then Horn did a good job of throwing the ball away, so we didn't lose any yards.
Second and 10. Yellow Jackets, Wildcat 44-yard line. Four receiver set with two to either side for Horn. He gets the snap, looks to his left, has pressure coming. He throws it. It is going to be incomplete at the 42-yard line. Intended receiver was Hudson Byers.
Yeah, trying to get out there quickly to Hudson Byers, and I say quickly because I've mentioned before, this Walker front seven has done a good job of putting pressure on the quarterback all night long, and that time senior Evan King was in the backfield pretty quickly, and Horn was knocked down as soon as he threw the ball, and we just got to try and buy him a little bit more time so he can scan the field and find more receivers.
Third and 10, Denham Springs, Walker 44, Horn from the shotgun, drops back. Looks to throw. Pressure is coming. He is going to be hit and brought down for a sack back at the 46-yard line.
Kentrell Scott was the culprit that time, coming off of the left edge for the Jackets with a sack. All right, looks like Horn's a little bit shaken up on the play, and the officials have blown it dead now, so he's going to have to come out of the game, I believe. I think the Jackets are going to go for it here on 4th and 11. Or are they going to let him stay in? I thought once they blew it, he had to come out, and that was going to bring John Goldman in, but nope, I think Horn's going to stay in. Oh, the ref's pointing at him now. I believe he's going to have to come out the game.
Yeah, they're going to stop it here.
He's going to have to come out the game, so going to be up to John Goldman to come in on fourth down, tough spot. Hadn't been in the game in 2 weeks, really. He didn't play any last week, and then here he has been on sideline out here tonight. Horn a little bit shaken up on the play, and once they blow it dead to stop the clock, whoever was injured is going to have to come out of the game.
Yeah, I think Coach Beard's, that rule is if we call a timeout, could he go back in? I don't think it's the same in high school, so now they will send the punt team out. So on 4th and 12, they will now send the punt team out.
Do we have a fake punt? Because Walker is not lined up and punt safe. Now would be a good time for it.
It is Trenton Harrison lined up to punt it away. Here is the snap, and he does punt it away. And they're going to let this one go out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They will start this drive from their own 22-yard line after the Trenton Harrison punt. Going to be Silv from the shotgun. McClendon in the backfield. Silv will get the snap. He will hand it off to McClendon. McClendon gets to the 25 and gets some extra yards past the 25, so we brought down about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, this is where it can get a little scary for the Jackets here. McClendon is a big running back, and if Walker's able to grind it out running the football and pick up a couple of first downs, being down 2 scores with now 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, it's not a spot that we want to be in, so we're going to have to try and stop the run game with McClendon and Silv if we want to, get the ball back to the offense.
And it is 6:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Silv on 2nd and 4. And it is going to be a handoff again. And the Wildcats looking like they're okay with just starting to run this clock down, as you said there.
Trying to, but the Jackets did a great job right there. Both linebackers, Jonas Clark and Kai Dwaran, were there to stop the inside run. And no gain much really for Walker. So a very good job right there, stiffening up after a very, like 6-7 yard run on first down for Walker. On second down, they get no yards. So a chance here to force another punt.
It will be 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. Here is Silv from the shotgun looking to throw, throws it. It is going to be caught at the 30-yard line, and they'll get him to 31, which will be enough for a Wildcat first down.
I'm not sure about that.
No?
Don't talk so fast now. Don't be too quick.
Okay, 4th and short. Man, he's right on the sticks, huh?
Yeah, he's short.
He
so Walker, we have stopped him on 4th down before, earlier. And here's another time going for it on 4th in their own territory.
All right, they are going for it on 4th down. It is 4th and inches. Walker will check the sideline now.
Might have just tried to get us to jump off sides. I don't see. Well, they are signaling plays now. They might be signaling a play at this point.
Play clock down to 5 seconds. And it is going to be a timeout called by Walker. We will take it with them as well. 4:39 left in the fourth quarter. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Safe Voyage Tattoo, Use Safe and Lock, Buddy's Barbecue, Adams Smoke Shop, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, and Coconut Willie's Daiquiris. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses. Denham Springs High School
With
football
Bank Plus,
broadcast.
your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
So it will be 4th down for the Wildcats after the timeout. They will send the punt team out. That will be Hill to punt it away for the Wildcats. It will be Mason Maurice back to receive with 4:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Here is a snap. Punt is away. Maurice goes back pedals, catches it at the 35-yard line, will be hit, escaped one tackle, and then is wrapped up by a host of Walker Wildcats.
Yeah, great job by the Jacket defense there. So after we were forced to punt the ball, didn't get a chance to go for it on 4th down. Jerry Horn was hurt and had to come out. Coach Beard decided to go ahead and punt it. Defense does get the 3 and out right there. Great stop by Mason Maurice after the pass completion of not giving up any more yards. Then the Jacket defense held their ground, didn't jump off sides as Walker tried to get them to jump on 4th and a half yard. Out comes the punt team. Now the Jackets have the ball, 4 minutes and 27 seconds left, trailing by 14.
Going to be 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets. They will start this one from their own 32-yard line. Horn from the shotgun will get the snap, rolls to his right, throws it. It will be caught far sideline across the 45, tackled shy of midfield. That is Mason Maurice on the reception, and that is a first down for the Yellow Jackets, making it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. You can play pool on one of Big Mike's 3 pool tables. That's at Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill.
That was the same play we completed on 3rd down earlier. This time we ran it up to the other side of the field. Another good execution, good throw and catch. Mason Maurice and Jerry Horn.
Here it is on 1st and 10. Horn looking to throw, going to throw it again, and it is going to be incomplete at the Yellow Jacket. Well, at the right at midfield. Intended receiver was Peyton Puffer.
Kind of thought we might be running 2-minute offense here. We are down 2 scores, and now there's 4 minutes and 1 second left. We did huddle up after that last play. Of course, it doesn't matter now on an incomplete pass, but I think if that clock's moving, we might need to get up there as quick as we can because we need 2 scores, not just 1.
2nd down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 49-yard line. Jerry Horn from the shotgun, 3 receivers to the near sideline. Here is the snap, rolls to his left. He will fire it towards the middle of the field, looking for Maurice, and it is going to be incomplete at the 30-yard line. Yellow Jackets wanting a flag on that one, and they will not get it, and it will be 3rd down.
Yeah, Horn trying to find Mason Maurice on a post route over the middle, but senior safety Preston Hill was there to knock it down, just kind of a jump ball spot at the end of the play there, and Maurice went up trying to fight for it, but Hill did a good job of knocking it away.
All right, makes it 3rd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 3:53 left here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 14 as Wildcats lead at 28-14. It'll be Horn with a 4-receiver set as he has 2 to either side. Here is the snap. Rolls, has pressure coming, escapes it. Middle of the field, going to keep it himself now. Is at the Wildcat 45, the 40, the 35. Still on his feet to the Walker 30-yard line. It'll be first down for the Yellow Jackets, making it another Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Happy hour 3 to 7 on weekdays and all day on Sunday. It's Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill.
A nice scramble by Horn there as he dropped back and had enough time to try and look downfield. If it wasn't there, then he found room to run.
First and 10 from the Walker 30-yard line. Horn will fire it, looking for Mason Maurice at the 20. Little miscommunication there as Maurice hadn't quite turned around yet.
Well, he's trying to get it to him right out of his break. There wasn't a lot of room. Horn tried to fit it in there tightly. Walker had good coverage, was able to kind of pick it up. But, Horn's been very effective tonight running the football. Some of them been some design runs. We've had some design quarterback runs. One of them went for the 42-yard touchdown. And then now he's had a few where he scrambled and picked up some key yards that we needed. And that was definitely a spot there with a big quarterback run on 3rd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the Wildcat 30-yard line. Horn will work it from the shotgun. Has Paul in the backfield. Here is a snap. Looking to throw. Throwing it downfield. It is going to be caught, and it is going to be a touchdown by the Yellow Jackets. That is Sean Goldman. Touchdown, Denham Springs.
Tell you what, that's 2 weeks in a row with a touchdown for Sean Goldman, a touchdown reception. Horn kind of took a chance, kind of throwing it down there. There was a lot of bodies going for the ball, and but he put a tight fit into it, and Sean Goldman caught it in traffic, and as Walker players were trying to defend the pass, he caught the ball and turned upfield and ran for the touchdown as they went flailing away trying to knock the ball down.
All right, that will send out Johnny Bravo to attempt the extra point. Jerry Horn will be the holder. Horn waits for the snap. Gets it. Here's the kick. Kick is through the uprights. Extra point is good. Yellow Jackets again within 7. It is Walker 28, Denham Springs 21. We're back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
28-21, Yellow Jackets get within 7, and it is time for the Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive for Auto, Home, and Health. It is Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance. Team members include Justin Summerall, Amanda Cook, Pauline and Cardis, Nikki Giachetti, and Christina Watson. Visit betterwithbrandy.net. And Mitch, right after this Johnny Bravo kickoff, I want you to deliver that scoring drive for us. Bravo has it teed up at the 40. Here is the onside kick attempt, and it is going to be a return by the Wildcats down the sideline at the 20, the 15, the 10, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. It'll be first and goal for the Wildcats. Floyd, go ahead and give us that scoring drive, please.
That scoring drive, a 68-yard touchdown drive, only took 1 minute and 6 seconds off the clock with 3:21 left. Jerry Horn with a 30-yard touchdown pass to Sean Goldman, and Walker with the 7-point lead. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's the Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive. 3:13 now left here in the fourth quarter. The onside kick attempt is picked up and returned by Walker all the way to the 9-yard line. Will be first and goal. So
I was going to say, scoring quickly like that maybe gave us a chance to try and kick it back. They had their hands team out there. They were ready to try and recover an onside kick. Maybe if you kick it, you try to play defense, you use your timeouts. However, most of the time, if you're onside kick and don't get it, you still get a chance to stop them 3 and out and get the ball back. We just didn't expect a return on the onside kick.
On first and goal, Silva will hand it off to McClendon out of the backfield, who will lose a yard on the play, so he'll go back to the 10.
You know, you give yourself 2 chances by kicking the onside kick. You may get the onside kick, but if they recover it, they should be around midfield. And then you try and still get them 3 and out using your timeouts. Unfortunately, they returned the onside kick. It popped right up to number 12. You had his name a while ago, or but 12 for Walker.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Austin Workman.
Yeah, and he ran downfield as we were all running to try and recover the onside kick. We didn't have anybody covering once he ran upfield.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line. It is Silv from the shotgun. We'll get the snap. We'll hand it off again to McClendon. McClendon will get to the 5-yard line. We brought down about the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Listen, give this young man, Jalen Matoya, he has done a great job. McClendon had a hole on the left side, and it looked like he was going to try and run into the end zone and put this game away. Matoya from his safety spot with a great open field tackle to give us a fighting chance.
All right, Yellow Jackets call their first time out of the half. We will take it with them. We're back after this. We're back after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Count on it at Smith Accounting Services. Randy Smith and his staff have decades of accounting experience, with Randy along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff. Smith Accounting Services can handle all of your accounting needs: personal taxes, computerized payroll services, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Yellow Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham Springs.
2:20 left here, fourth quarter action from Wildcat Stadium. It is Walker 28, Denham Springs 21. Yellow Jackets been given a valiant effort here tonight from start all the way up to what will be the last 2:20 of this game. So we'll see what happens here. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line for the Wildcats.
The hope here is to force a field goal attempt, and then something crazy can happen on a field goal attempt in high school.
All right, it is going to be a tight formation for the Wildcats. It will be Silv under center. Here is a snap. It is a toss to McClendon, and McClendon will be able to get in for the touchdown, and that is a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Similar to the old school power I formation, and there's a toss out to the left side. McClendon stretching the Jacket defense out enough to find a seam to cut back inside and find his way into the end zone.
That will send out Niall Allen to attempt the extra point. Allen will get set. And we'll wait for the snap. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is low, but it is through the uprights, and the extra point is good. 2:14 left in the fourth quarter. Walker 35, Denham Springs 21. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets football. It is 35-21. Walker with the lead here from Wildcat Stadium. It is going to be Ponce to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Here is the kick, end over end. We'll kick it to the 32-yard line. Will be a fair catch for the Yellow Jackets, and they will have it 1st and 10 with 2:13 left in the fourth quarter, and now trailing by 2 scores again.
Yep, 2 scores. We have to move it down quick now. We scored last time and just took 1:06 off the clock, so another one of those to give us a chance at an onside kick.
Yeah, you know, the onside kick, well, I think that may have been the first one they tried this season, but you got to give yourself a chance there, right? I mean, it's...
No, yeah. They say you kind of take 2 chances. You either get the onside kick or you try to stop them, but you don't expect them to run it back inside the 10-yard line.
No, absolutely not. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Horn has pressure coming. He is going to be hit back at the 20-yard line, and he is going to be stood up at the 22-yard line. A big loss on that play right there for the Yellow Jackets.
Another sack back there for Contrell. Scott's had a great game. Big number 85 for the Walker Wildcat defense. Has been in the backfield a lot tonight.
He sure has, and he is a disruptive force, no doubt. Going to be 2nd and long now for the Yellow Jackets. They will have it at their own 22-yard line. Horn with a 4-receiver set will get the snap. He will drop back, looks to his right, has pressure coming, going to step up again, escapes 1 tackle, and then we'll get to the 26-yard line, and we've got a flag on the play.
been pretty much flag free. Hadn't seen a lot of them tonight. A few obvious ones, with a false start here or there or a face mask, but this is going to be a holding call. Looks like as Horn tried to release upfield. Oh, so on the defense, on Walker. So we will take that. Looked like when Horn scrambled, a lot of times those offensive linemen ended up grabbing and holding someone, but that was not the case. So Jackets catching a break with that.
Yep, so they will
get the
mark the penalty off. That'll make it second?
No, not quite a first down because we lost so many. But I mean, you still get a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. So now we're at 2nd and 4. Looks like.
Yep, 2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line. Horn from the shotgun waits for the snap. Minute 30 left here, fourth quarter. Yellow Jackets trail by 2. Horn looking to throw, has pressure coming. He's going to be brought down for a sack back at the 34-yard line.
Kentrell Scott. Once again.
Got a timeout called on the field. Yellow Jackets will take the timeout. We will take it with them, and we are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by BJ Pawn and Gun, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Liberty Auto Sales, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, and Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It is just under a minute and 20 left here in this, in the fourth quarter here from Wildcat Stadium. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington, and it is going to be 3rd and about 11 now for the Yellow Jackets. And this one's going back and forth as far as not just the score, but on this drive here, the Yellow Jackets get it. They go back, big sack. They get the 15-yard penalty. They go up, then a loss on that one. It's just been quite a little yo-yo here on this one.
Well, lately we followed up each Kentrell Scott sack with a positive play, so we're due for a positive play now.
Yeah, positive energy right here. Minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. It is 3rd and 11. Horn will drop back, looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, escapes the pressure on his feet at the 40, will slide down at the 45-yard line, and that will be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. That's the Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Family-owned, children-friendly, and incredible food that is locally owned by Big Mike O'Neill. Yellow Jackets going quickly here now. From the roll, 46-yard line, Jerry Horn will get it from the shotgun. Rolls, looks to throw. He does, has Maurice at midfield, or actually just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Under a minute now left in the game.
Jackets have been moving, and Horn doing a good job right there, finding a crease and be able to get upfield to run for the first down. So still fighting, still trying to get more points up there.
On 2nd down with the clock running with 47 seconds left. Horn will get it from the shotgun, looks to throw, looking for Goldman. Goldman has it at the Walker 45. We push out of bounds at the Walker 38-yard line. That's another Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Check out the Denham Springs Sports Hall of Fame at Big Mike's.
That was a good job. Walker's backed off right now, trying to keep everything in front. So Sean Goldman went downfield about 10 yards, turned around, Horn hits him, and we get about a 15-yard play out of it.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. The Wildcat 38-yard line, and it will be 40 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. It is Horn out of the shotgun with a 4-receiver set. He will look to throw, fires it, looking for Baris. Has Baris at the 25-yard line, and Baris will be brought down at the 23. And the clock will run will stop momentarily, but that's a first down for the Yellow Jackets. That's a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Come book one of your personal private parties in one of Big Mike's banquet rooms. Yellow Jackets going quickly here. Horn on first down will look to throw. Has time, dancing around, will roll again. Still has time, just dancing around. Now will keep it himself and will go out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 14 seconds left in the game.
I know we don't want to usually throw into traffic, but when you're down 2 scores with about 25 seconds left, it might be time just to try and take something into the end zone and, hope somebody can go up there and fight in traffic and make a play on it. Horn, like I said, they've got a lot of guys drop back deep, as they should. And Horn was trying to wait for somebody to break open, and just with a lot of gold jerseys back there, he decided not to make that throw.
14 seconds left. It is 2nd and 11 for the Yellow Jackets, and we've got a timeout on the field. Walker will take it. We will take it with him as well. We are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm's Brandy Robertson is your go-to agent in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. Try combining home and auto today. Brandy Robertson will help you mix and match things perfectly. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rate. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premium will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, it is going to be second down and 11 now for Denham Springs. It is going to be 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Walker 35, Yellow Jackets 21. Ball is at the 25-yard line. Horn will come out. We'll work it from the shotgun. He has three receivers to the near sideline, one out to the far. Horn gets the snap, rolls to his left, throws it. He has Haynes at the 25, Haynes at the 20. Haynes will go out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Will be third and short now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, trying to hit a little wide receiver screen as everybody's backed out wide. Get it out to Haynes quickly. Maybe he can zigzag his way through the Walker defense. They kind of had him pinned in on the sideline there, though.
Well, they gave him the 17-yard line, stops the clock with 7 seconds left, so it'll be third and about 5 now for the Yellow Jackets. It will be from the 17 of Walker. Horn will be out of the shotgun. Horn will wait for the snap, gets it, looks to his right, fires it towards the end zone. Ball is going to be tipped up in the air, and it is going to be incomplete with what they are going to say is the end of the game. Should be 1 second left.
They're going to give one more play. Yeah, they're putting one back.
Yeah, I think they probably should put one back, right? Yellow Jackets want hey, that every second counts. They can get it within 7. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the point is
yeah,
take one more shot. Nope, they're going to go ahead and they are going to put 2 seconds back on the clock. Intended receiver was Tylen Haynes right around the goal line.
The referee running the clock was ready to go home.
Yes. All right, so it's going to be fourth down with 2 seconds now left on the clock. It will be Jerry Horn, final play of the game. Here is the snap. Horn is going to throw it towards the end zone. It is going to be Mason Varese. Varese will be brought down inside the 5, and that will do it from Wildcats Stadium, as the final will be Walker 35, Denham Springs 21. Sends us to the Ralph Sellers Chevrolet postgame show, brought to you by Ralph Sellers Chevrolet, just over the Amite River in Baton Rouge. Ralph Sellers Chevrolet is located at 15015 Florida Boulevard and is open for your automotive needs. Ready to serve you at a Chevrolet location familiar to you for over 40 years. Parts and service manager at Ralph Sellers Chevrolet is Jim McChristian, a proud supporter of the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Come visit Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. When we come back, I'll be joined by John Fine to recap how it all played out. Stay with us. We're back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Demco wants to give you the knowledge to get power smart. Simple tips that can help you conserve energy and save money. Sealing air leaks around windows and doors is a good start. Smart thermostats and improved insulation are great ways to make a bigger difference. There are many more ways to save energy and money. So when you're ready to make a big-time power move, download our free do-it-yourself energy audit checklist at demco.org.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones financial advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by You Safe and Lock, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, La Casa Casino, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Sport Clips, Buddy's Barbecue, and Safe Voyage Tattoo. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Ralph Seller Chevrolet postgame show 35-21, the final here from Wildcat Stadium. Josh Ward alongside John Fine. And John, tough night here for the Yellow Jackets. They gave a heck of a fight here all the way to the very end. And hate to see it end like this, but a valiant effort here by the Yellow Jackets tonight.
This was one of the Jackets' best efforts of the season, certainly their best effort in district play against a very good and a very talented Walker team on a cold night at Walker's Stadium. And the Jackets played Walker even and sometimes had the better of play. But the big difference, I thought, was 2 first-quarter touchdowns, put the Jackets behind the 8 ball, and then a big play at the end of the first half advanced a Walker lead from 7 to 14, and the Jackets never really were able to overcome that. Offense just not moving the ball enough when they had to in the third quarter, and the defense got worn out a little bit. Some special teams issues for the Jackets as well, and a truly terrific effort for Brett Beard. He and his staff and the kids have to be awfully proud. Yes, there's no such thing as a moral victory, but the Jackets played a great football game tonight against a very talented opponent, but fell short. Walker started out the scoring with a 63-yard pass from Silv to Evans with 10:44 left in the first quarter. Walker takes a 7-0 lead. Zion Russ with an interception for Walker sets the Wildcats up at the Jackets' 45-yard line, and a short time thereafter they capitalize on a 38-yard touchdown run by Young Jr., making it 14-0 with 4:56 left at the end of the first quarter. Jackets overall did a terrific job against the Walker running game. I think the final stats will reflect that, but that was one of the busts that the Jackets had defensively. 14-0 is the score at the end of the first quarter. Jackets get a punt partially blocked to start out the second quarter. Walker starts out at the Jackets' 42-yard line, and they reach the Denham 27-yard line where they have 4th and 11. A Silv pass goes incomplete. Jackets take over at their 27-yard line. Denham has to punt the ball away, but on an ensuing possession, the Jackets march the ball 55 yards with a horn to Haynes for the touchdown with 1:56 left in the first half. Jackets down 14-7, and you had the feeling if they could just get to halftime trailing by 7, they'd have a better shot at things. But the Jackets playing without their stud on defense, as Deshaun McBride not playing for Denham Springs tonight, and Denham had a bust in the passing game at the end of the first half. Maybe with McBride there, it doesn't happen. 33-yard pass from Silv to Workman with 26 seconds left to go in the first half. It's 21-7. That's our halftime score. Third quarter saw Walker kicks it off, and it was sort of a semi-onside kick, maybe a sky kick over the first line. Preston Hill recovers the Denham Springs 43, But then the Jackets forced Walker backwards, and they have to punt from the Denham Springs 46. Jackets take over at their 16, and they march 84 yards with Horn, a 42-yard touchdown run, making it 21-14 with 7:48 left to be played in the third quarter. Horn, I thought today, showed the most pocket presence that he had all year against a very, very good Walker defense, and particularly their play, Kentrell Scott, is going to be seen at the next level. But Horn also had some terrific runs tonight to spark the Jackets. So Denham Springs down by 7 at that point. Walker starts out at the Denham Springs 44. 2 subsequent possessions. They march to the Jackets' 35-yard line, 4th and 1. And Silv is pushed down for no gain with the hammer being dropped by Kai Dwyron. So a big play for the Jackets at that time. End of the third quarter, Jackets down 21-14. End third quarter, beginning of fourth quarter, the Jackets just not able to get any offense, no first downs or hardly any first downs. And I think the Jackets defense just got worn down a little bit. An acrobatic catch by a Walker player inside the 10-yard line sets Walker up nicely. And a short time thereafter, McClendon, a 2-yard run. It's 28-14 with 9:41 left to be played. Jackets, then 2 possessions thereafter. They start out with 4:27 left at their own 32. 3rd and 10 from the Denham Springs 48. Horn with a 22-yard run down the left sidelines, giving the Jackets a first down and extending their drive. And then a short time thereafter, Horn to Goldman from 30 yards out. Jackets make it 28-21. Walker with the advantage. Goldman's father, a star player at Walker High School way back when in the day. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Jackets try to go onside, but Workman catches the ball with momentum and runs down the right sideline. Kickoff return to the Denham Springs 8-yard line. McClendon with a 4-yard run with 2:14 left. It's 35-21. Jackets show some spirit. They start out in their own 32. 3rd and 11, Horn, a 13-yard gain. Gets to the Walker 18 eventually. Last play of the game, a pass from Horn to Varese, goes 15 yards, just shy of the goal line. 35-21, the final score. Great effort by the Jackets, but they fall short against a very talented Walker team.
All right, John, before I let you get out of here, obviously want a lot of people that we need to thank here. I know you got a lot of people you need to say thank you to. On a personal level, for me, I want to tell you that I know we've had our challenges both on and off the field this year, on and off the air rather, and we've made it through all the way, and we've got something very good going here between us, and I know we're going to build on some things that we've been working on this year. Looking forward to what the future holds on that. Just want you to know that I appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you, Josh, and I appreciate you and Mitch, Darren Ferrante, some of the folks that have helped us out from DSTV. Johnny McClendon does a great job. Then you have Jake Williamson. So many people to thank. Pastor Canosa back at the studio. Lamine Figueroa, again, they're celebrating their 15th year anniversary as a radio station, and they will have that tomorrow at 6 o'clock at Victory Horrors Church. I will be there from 6 to 6:15 and take off. Hope that some of you can make it out there as well. When we started out doing the broadcast, it was really terrific working for Nancy David, the owner at what then was Christian Country 1210 AM, and Britt Miller, their quality general manager. Now, Danny Church took some years off of my life, but nevertheless, that was a great working situation. And then the station got bought out by what was then Clear Channel, and Chris Wegman did a great job as a general manager. But after that, there was a lot of issues behind the scenes for the high school football broadcast that we were fortunate enough to produce for Denham Springs. And out of nowhere, Duio Canosa and company sort of helped rescue my psyche a little bit. And 5-6 years ago or so, we started the broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM. You guys are the very best. You try so hard. You care so much. And whereas in some small market radio, a lot of owners and general managers are absolute lunatics, you guys are the very best, so I thank you. Speaking of the very best, our sponsors are just incredible. Year in, year out, you guys back the Jackets and are so happy to have you along for the ride. So many names, so many people you hear on a year in, year out basis. And as Josh alluded to, we have some exciting news. Don't want to allow the cat out of the bag just too soon, but some people know, some people don't. But nevertheless, there's going to be a step to the next level on a Denham Springs broadcast next season. And so happy that we've been able to put it all together. So a lot of people to thank. I know you'll do the best. A quick shout out, Josh, to Dan and Peg Beard. They have been terrific listeners. They try to make it into Denham Springs when they can to watch their son coach football for the Jackets. But they did a great job raising Coach Beard. And speaking of Coach Beard, I'll just repeat a very quick commentary that I made in the opening interview that I had on Small Slide. Actually, it was Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up with Mitch Covington, and that's this. Last year, the Jackets go to the third round of the playoffs. They have a miraculous victory against Benton. It was very easy to be a Denham Springs supporter, to get on board, to stay on board, and that's great, and that's much appreciated. But this year, now it's very, very important that we don't have too many Benedict Arnolds there. This is the time that Coach Beard and his staff that work so hard, and these quality kids really need your backing, really need your support. And Brett Beard will make this program a winner again. And certainly it would be beneficial if a lot of the longtime supporters and backers stay that way and don't jump ship. Don't abandon ship, because Brett Beard will bring winning football back to Denham Springs High School.
All right, John, thanks. And I was going to say see you next week, but I'll see you next season.
Okay, good enough, Josh.
That's John Fine. We will take our time out. When we come back, we will wrap it up. I will be joined by Mitch Covington. It is Ralph Seller Chevrolet. We're back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Shirola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Shirola and his staff treat all stages of dentistry, including Zoom lightning procedures. Michael Shirola was all football and baseball. World. Call 3100. Shirola in Watson, next to the post office.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Seller Chevrolet. We are again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Seller Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Seller Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnsteinproductions.com are brought to you in part by Pony Up Restorations, Shea Landry Closing Attorney Milestone Title, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, Adam Smoke Shop, Brian Ross, owner, OK Computers and Auto Sales, and Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in. It is Ralph Siller Chevrolet postgame show. Josh Ward now joined by my broadcast partner all season long, Mitch Covington. Mitch, obviously, Yellow Jackets season comes to an end here tonight from Wildcats Stadium against a parish rival, Walker Wildcats, but could not be more proud to be a Yellow Jacket here tonight and see the effort these Yellow Jackets came out and put on that field tonight with, quote, nothing to play for. They put it all out there. It's a great day to be a Yellow Jacket. It always is, but extremely proud of what this team did here tonight.
Yeah, the Jackets kind of limped into this game, sitting at 3-6, and like you said, maybe on paper not a lot to play for, but even with some new players in the secondary, a couple of guys out with some injuries, and a couple of guys got the chance to get in there and kind of show what they can do, try and make some plays for the Jacket defense, and then on the offensive side of the ball, still working, with some injuries with some guys that we had lost at some spots of the year, so some new players kind of in some areas, and then also Brenton Paul, like a sophomore running back, starting the last 2 games of the year. It's great to see Jay Horn have a very good game, his best game of the year, I believe, tonight. Showed with the legs, running the football, and then also showed his arm, throwing the ball, a touchdown pass to Sean Goldman. John made a great point. I should have thought about that earlier, but Udrego Goldman is the Goldman twins' father. Udrego Goldman was a great running back here for Walker High School, and, we're lucky that his sons have all come to Denham Springs High School, because Tyree Goldman and then now the twins that we have here, and then I coached Drayden Goldman, that was 8th grade, going to be coming to the high school next year, so we're glad they're Jackets and not like their dad, who was a Walker Wildcat.
Well, I was going to say, the best thing he did is redeemed himself and sent his kids to Denham Springs.
That's
you graduate
right.
from Walker, you send your kids to Denham, and you're forgiven. Okay?
That's right.
So, but anyway, but Mitch, obviously, such a long season at this point, and especially when the season kind of goes like this, you have these bumps on the roads, and obviously not the season the Yellow Jackets were anticipating or looking at, but they definitely are a younger team. Excuse me, they are definitely a younger team than they were last year, so a lot to build on, but I'm going to put you on the spot here real quick to give you or to ask you to give me and some of our listeners and viewers some of your key moments throughout the season.
Just, I don't know of any specific moments, perhaps, but just thinking of specific players. There are many things, heck, Deshaun McBride, the guy we're going to get to watch him stay in purple and gold for Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, and then next year, purple and gold with the LSU Tigers, and just watching him the last 2 years and what he's done on this football field, the record-breaking season he had last year with all the interceptions, and then he continues that this year with a few more interceptions, and career leader for interception with Jackets. But, man, he was a great tackler this season, really did a good job just watching him. Mason Varese, senior cornerback, who's been a 3-year starter for the Yellow Jackets, and it's been a joy to watch him play. He really did a great job outside. Now, this year, used him a lot on the offensive side of the ball as well. Man, he got tackled at the 2 or 3 yard line on the last play of the game, and I was just thinking, man, it had been just awesome for him on his last play at Denham Springs High School to have found the end zone with that. We get about 20-yard catch. If we could have had about 23-yard catch, he'd have been in the end zone with that one. But Jonas Clark, senior leader on the Jacket defense, the great job that he's done all year at that outside linebacker position, and then those big guys up front, Caden Davis and Shaq Butler, just those seniors that all of those guys that we mentioned, not only this year, but played a big part of last year with the great season that we had last season, watching those guys win a lot of football games, win a district title, get another quarterfinal playoff berth, the first we had since 1985. So just thinking about that, like I said, I don't know about any specific plays, but just think about what those guys have put out there on the field for us this season, just watching this season unfold. Guys like R.J. Johnson, who didn't start the season as a starting running back, but yet kind of took over that role as we got going. And then Hudson Byers, both him gave a good little thunder lightning punch. Byers catching a lot of balls out the backfield and getting some of those sweeps and catching the corner and getting some touchdowns for us. And so just think about those guys and just the careers that they had here for Denham Springs, and just what I'll remember watching those guys out there playing. And like I said, Deshaun McBride, he may go down as maybe the best defensive back we've ever had at Denham Springs High School. He was that good, and he put up that good of numbers, but it wasn't just numbers. He actually played that well with tackling, some of the things that you don't see with the stats, the measure up in the stats. He was there, man. He did a great job, and I was just excited to watch him play.
On Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, we talked about how the experience of this season and the things that learned in this season will propel you the next season. So you look to see Denham Springs finishing at 3-7 this year to take a step forward next year with some of these guys coming back. Obviously, you lose some of this senior leadership, but you do have a lot of younger guys that come back and be contributing to this team next year. So from this, you have a lot to learn. That's what Coach Beard said. He said, each week you could see improvement. It wasn't always as much as we wanted or as much as we needed, but you could see improvement from that week one when Mandeville got after us pretty good. Mm-hmm. It looked like, oh man, this could be real rough. Mm-hmm.
And then to add to that, you expect from the beginning of the year to get better by the end of the year. But, man, at the end of the season when it hasn't gone your way, I saw great improvement just from last week at Dutchtown to tonight with Jerry Horn. So the guys are still working. The coaches are still out there, getting it done at practice, and the players are still getting it, they're focused. They're paying attention. They're trying to get better, get the job done. Jerry Horn had a great game tonight. You mentioned, some of the players that are going to be coming back, that we got a lot of experience with some guys this year. Rancher Miller, who started last year as a sophomore, played good for us last year, but then this season really stepped it up another notch. That's a junior safety that next year is going to be coming back, and I know he's going to be a leader and someone we're looking forward to step up and help us out. Jerry Horn and Jean Goldman, both quarterbacks, both that played most of the snaps for us this season, are both going to be back. I expect there to be a healthy competition this offseason on who's going to win the job as we head toward next year. But both of those guys got a lot of valuable experience at quarterback position, so we have some options with that. And then Sean Goldman caught a touchdown each of the last two games. That's a sophomore receiver. Tylen Haynes is a junior receiver. He's going to be back. Brenton Paul playing the last 2 weeks at tailback, getting the start. So there's a lot of guys. That offensive line, man, we had to juggle some people around. Took some tough hits on that line with injuries early in the year, but a lot of those guys had to step up and get forced into action. Those guys are going to be back next year. Looking at guys like Christian Ferguson, a sophomore right tackle. Max Arsh got a lot of action. Cy Martin, and then Jackson Martin, who also got injured and missed the last few weeks. But there's a lot of guys that played this year that are going to be back next year, and I just know that they're going to continue to improve as players, and I think next season it's going to show on the football field.
Well, Mitch, as a two-time middle school Coach of the Week, it is all up to you. You got to build them up from the junior high level and get them up here and have them ready. So when Coach Beard gets them from you and Coach Neal and all the other coaches in the parish, they're ready to go. Well, not all the other coaches in the parish, but you know what I mean.
But I can tell you, I think help is on the way. I believe, next year, this year's juniors class had a pretty good group of guys. There was a couple that got injured out of this juniors class, and a few guys, just mentioned guys that played for me. Josh Hogan, I think, would have been a guy that we'd have called a lot this year at an outside linebacker position, and he got injured before the season started and missed all year with ACL. He's a kid that's going to be back. Trenton Harrison, we saw him punting, but he's going to be a good linebacker for us next year. The sophomore and freshman classes are pretty good. They've had done a pretty good job in the JV games and the freshman games, and so I think help's on the way. Help is coming. We saw a lot of sophomores get some action this season, so the future, I believe, is going to definitely take a turn back up to kind of, what we've been expecting here the last few years with this Jacket football program.
Well, Mitch, I'm going to let you out of here, but I want to tell you, partner, it's been fun all season. I enjoy working with you. I look forward to it each week. I'll miss our texts throughout the week about what's going on in this team and that team, and send me this, what you got there, what you saw on film there. So I'll miss that. I hate when it comes to an end, but it's been a joy as always, and I always enjoy working with you. Appreciate everything you do, man.
Appreciate that, Josh. And, man, I have a great time doing it, and just, getting to work this with you, Denham Springs High School grad. I'm a Denham Springs High School grad. We both, pull hard for the Jackets, and so maybe sometimes on the broadcast we're a little bit down just because we're disappointed they're not winning just like the fans at home are. But that's just, just us bleeding through. That's our emotions. That we come in wanting to win the football game, and when it's not going so well, sometimes we're a little disappointed also. But that's a lot of the joy with it too. Both of us kind of feel like we have rooting interests. It's not just like absolutely. A job for us. We're out here. We want these Jackets to win and play well.
We're in it just as much as they are.
That's right.
Mitch, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Great season.
Mitch Covington, and we will see him again next season. That's going to do it for us here. I just want to thank everybody who has tuned in this year, has watched on the secret side gig that we've had going on here. That's a little inside joke for all of our fans out there who know about it. But seriously, folks, we enjoy doing this. We do it for you. We couldn't do it without all the great sponsors. As John said, they are just such great people year in and year out. Some new ones come in each year, but the core of this is some great people who stay with us all the way through, and it's because of them we're able to bring this to you, and we hope that you go see these fine folks and let them know that you heard it, saw it right here on Yellow Jackets Football. I just want to thank everyone for all the texts, Robert Graves for all your information throughout the season. Mitch, for John, Lamine back at the studio, Pastor Canosa, what a great organization he has there, and Lamine, such a great job back at the studio for us, couldn't do without him. Darren Ferrente, who was with us part of the season, DSTV, and Mr. John Lombardi, great folks there that has helped us out as well. Just so many people to thank. I know I'm going to miss somebody, but just want you to know that it means a lot to us to hear from you all, and we're just happy that you're along here with us. So with that being said, I will say for the final time, that will do it for the Ralph Siller Chevrolet Postgame Show, brought to you by Ralph Siller Chevrolet. Just over the Amite River Bridge in Baton Rouge, it is Ralph Siller Chevrolet, located at 15015 Florida Boulevard and open for your automotive needs. Ready to serve you at a Chevrolet location familiar to you for over 40 years. Parts manager at Ralph Siller Chevrolet, Jim McChristian, also service manager now, is a proud supporter of the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Come visit Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. 35-21, the final here from Wildcat Stadium. The Yellow Jacket season comes to an end. We will, God willing, see you next season. And I will say, last time, for Mitch Covington, for John Fine, for Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, I'm Josh Ward. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge and on the internet at johnfineproductions.com. Denham Springs High School football broadcasts are a John Fine production.